cool. I fuck with it. My partner though, man, she be doing some dumb shit. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Though. I fuck with it.
Do you like it better than A Way Out?
It's way more varied. Like the gameplay. My partner though, man, she be doing some dumb shit. Like A Way Out, you just really only get like one type of thing, but in this joint, you do like way more shit.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of like elements to the gameplay. J-Main.
Yo.
You know,
I told you I was gonna be on time.
The people are saying that, you know, we gotta start docking mans out here for being late to the pod, man. I'm about to Joe Budden this whole shit. Shit is crazy.
No, we need to go. Hold on, can we go to therapy? Can we talk it out? Can we?
Yeah, man.
Hold on. I thought we was friends, Kofi. I thought we was friends. Now you wanna fight and shit like that?
I'm gonna pull up to the podcast next week with a whole new artwork with just me by myself like this, you know? This nigga Joe's crazy.
Nah, you already did that with the off the record artwork, motherfucker. You ain't slick. Motherfuckers in the replies was like, why Kofi the only one on the off the record artwork?
The funny thing is, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. I promise. Yep.
When something comes natural like that, it's intentional.
Trying to get rid of us, dog. You trying to get rid of us? What's going on?
We get it.
I told the artwork man, like, yo, do whatever you want with it, and he sent me this, yo. So I'm like, yo, fuck. The funny thing is, he ain't charged me a cent, so I couldn't complain, bro.
Wow. So hold on. So because it was free, you hit your mans up like, yo, you know, off the record is kind of like a collective thing, something that these guys come outside of the pod and do. And you can't, like, maybe you couldn't even throw our names on the artwork.
You know what I'm gonna do?
We couldn't get a corner.
I'm gonna give y'all a corner each. I'm gonna give y'all a corner each or something. On
That's
there,
some bullshit.
It's very generous. Very generous.
You see what I'm saying?
We appreciate that.
Bullshit.
Yo, don't kill me, man. We back.
And you introduced that too with the whole rollout of the new layout with the gameplay. Jack, you see how he be coming to you? Jack, I need some more gameplay. Jack, I need some more gameplay.
Like,
using your gameplay, but you can't even get your name on the artwork.
Shit is crazy.
Man.
I understand. So
Man.
I will continue to be late, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
All right, so it's okay if that super chat cut is a little late too, my nigga. How about that?
Oh, whoa. That was a gift from the people.
February
People
29th.
spoke and they had said that was for us. So they wanted, you know what I mean? They wanted to make sure I received that in my account. Respectfully.
I'm gonna send it to J-Man on the 32nd, Jack. On the 32nd.
Ooh, fire! Get your calendar.
Is it April 32nd? Because I think my calendar had just got updated.
It just got updated, huh?
I think they had just pushed the update out on the phone. They said they was updating the calendars.
Add another date to the calendar year.
Yes, I think April 32nd.
Joe Biden did that. Yeah.
Speaking of Joe Biden, I just got my stimmy too.
God, happy. That's what you're happy, man.
Fam. You know what I mean? Life hit different when you got unlimited income like that, stimmy. You know what I'm saying? When you just got money to play with, life hit a little different.
J-Man's gonna buy a pair of Balenciagas and that money gonna be done, bro. That's the funny thing, man. That's money gonna be done.
Yo, I used to love when dudes would come to school with like some expensive ass shoes, but their outfit be dirty as shit. Like you really blew your whole allowance on your sneakers and shit. I did that though with my first summer job check. I went back to school with like a pair of $200 sneakers and on like one outfit.
One fit.
Wow.
One fit, dog. But it was a fire ass fit. That first day, dog, I was killing them.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, yo. So we back. The Potters are back. Last week we took a break. You know what I mean? Jack always coming tired to the podcast, so I blame Jack.
Yes, sir. Jack.
So hopefully today's full of energy because we got a lot to talk about. You know what I mean? So I hope everybody's been blessed, man. We here, man. Another episode of Press Start Podcast 188. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my beautiful panel, man. My boys, my day one guys. And we're going to start off with my man, Alex. Say what up, bro.
Oh, everybody, welcome to the podcast. Hope you guys had a great week. Mine was pretty good. And everybody's getting ready for Friday tomorrow. Tonight's going to be a fun night. If you like the show, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. It's patreon.com/PressStartPod, where you get actual content. And you get to check out our Off the Record podcast every other Tuesday live. And it's also on what other platforms?
Our podcast is available on
OnlyFans.
SoundCloud.
Oh, my bad.
SoundCloud, Google Play, and Spotify.
iTunes. Not Spotify yet,
Not Spotify.
but we're working on that.
SoundCloud,
And if you're
Google
lucky,
Play,
you
and
might
iTunes.
hear us on Pornhub in the background. If you're lucky.
Our goal is to get there one day. But thank you so much for coming out and watching. I appreciate it. We all do. And let's have a great show tonight and have some fun.
J-Main, say what up to the people.
The boys are back in town. We here, man. Definitely missed y'all last week. I had some stuff to get off my chest last week, but Coach told us to take a break, and he gave us the day off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling bad, so glad to be back. Got a lot of topics to get to, a lot of things to get off our chest this week. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're just coming in or if it's your first time listening, I am J-Main. Of course, the people's champ. I'll always be the people's champ. I'm here for y'all. I do this for y'all. Don't you ever forget it. Now, topics should be great. And let's get into the show.
And last but not least, my man Jet. Say what up.
What's good, everybody? I'm probably the opposite of J-Main. I didn't miss y'all at all. I don't do the podcast for y'all. I do it for the Patreon.
Wow.
But hey, man, listen, we here. You know what I mean? We here. What's good with y'all?
Jackpotted today.
Let's get it.
Talk
Yes,
to
sir.
him. Mhm.
Yes, sir.
That's always good. Let your intentions be known.
Unbelievable, Jack.
That way nobody gonna be surprised.
Man,
That's all.
That's what I'm saying. I just try to be upfront with it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Jack. And shout out to everyone tuning in once again. We would really appreciate you if you hit that like button, because that's going to be the only button that you can hit soon, because you ain't going to be able to see the dislike button.
You can't hit no dislikes.
YouTube getting soft.
Crazy.
They
That's
getting
crazy.
soft on us.
Getting soft. No dislike button, man. That's crazy. Or I think the dislike button's going to be there, but you won't be able to see the number.
It's
We'll
hidden.
be able to
It's
see it. Yeah,
It's
you can see it on
hidden,
your end. Yeah.
Okay.
That's privilege right there, to be able to remove an option for a button, like a like button. Like we can't even, like we be like, yo, hit any of the like buttons. We don't give a
Any
fuck.
of
Just
them.
hit one of
We
them.
just
We
want,
don't
we just want
care.
y'all to hit something, hit
Just hit
something.
something.
Hit something.
Now
The
they
thing
want to
is, like,
take away a button, so you know
It
what I
doesn't
mean?
even matter. Like, the dislike button and the like button do not matter in the algorithm. As long as something gets hit, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it
Right.
doesn't matter which one
Just
you
hit
pick.
something.
Just hit something. Yeah, it definitely helps. So we do appreciate all the people that actually do hit something. Just once again, and like Alex said, appreciate all the Patrons. We got like over 300 Patrons. Off the record this Tuesday. It's gonna be a good show. I'm looking to bring some guests on there. So if you're part of the Patreon and you want to appear on Off the Record, answer some of these questions with us that are sent in, hit me up, and we're gonna get that set up. But we back. We missed last week, and we got a good podcast for you guys today. But before we dive into some topics, it's been a little bit of a drought out here. So I just want to ask the boys, like, what y'all been playing to, occupy y'all time and, during this little dry spell that we're having. Jamie, what you been on, man?
Yeah, I'm actually playing a lot more games than I typically like to play. Typically, I'm a one game kind of guy. I tell people play a game and delete the shit off your console when you're done. Right now, I'm probably juggling like 4 or 5 games that I'm trying to get through. I've been playing Alien Nation because apparently I didn't beat that
Fire.
shit. But I'm trying to get all the Housemarque games beat that I liked before Returnal comes out. So I got to get through Alien Nation and Matterfall at this point. And so I'm playing through that. I'm almost done with that game. I'm also playing Marvel's Avengers, and goddamn, I cannot wait to beat that shit so I can delete it. Like that game is generic as fuck. You literally do the same shit over and over in these goddamn areas, just with different characters. And you're fighting like the same style of enemies. I'm like 70% done with the story. He says, I can't wait to finish it. I'm done. I was gonna give the multiplayer a shot. Huh?
You forcing yourself.
Yeah, I'm definitely forcing myself at this point. Since I'm so close, like I'm gonna force myself to finish it. I cannot wait to beat that game. No, I'm done with that shit. That shit is trash. So I'm playing that. I'm playing It Takes Two. I'm sure we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Been playing that with the wife, and I've been playing Battlefield 5, and just trying to be on my multiplayer Battlefield shit. Get warmed up for Battlefield 6. So, and actually, Battlefield 5 is much better than I gave it credit for. I was kind of over the whole World War II type game, and I kind of skipped over Battlefield 5. But I've been playing it. It's not bad. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. And I've been playing controller on PC, as y'all know. So as much as I'm, getting it in, I'm getting my shit pushed in at the same time. A lot of PC dudes is kind of trash though. Like on the real, like if they didn't like gang up on me, I would be straight. Because usually every time I shoot somebody, like I'm always getting shot at the same time by somebody else. So
you mean like playing a squad-based game as a squad, and you're getting upset that you're getting shot by a squad?
Well, because listen. Apparently, people on my team don't like to play objective. So if I'm going after the objective by myself, then there's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. But a lot of
maybe you'd be better if you played with mouse and keyboard.
Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, I unplug my mouse and keyboard when I play that shit. I don't want to be I don't want any of that infiltrating and contaminating my gameplay. None of that.
When are you gonna play Quake with the Discord?
Huh? Oh, when you
play Quake?
When you stop ducking Last of Us and we can finally challenge.
I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, you like game preservation, right? So shouldn't you be having a PlayStation?
No, I'm just waiting for it to come on PC.
Oh, okay.
That was a good comeback, Alex. I actually like that one. I almost had you there. That was a good comeback. I like that.
He ain't gonna play that shit when it comes to PC.
But that was a good comeback, though. I'll give it to him. That was a good comeback. But Jamin, I heard you mention, you're playing It Takes Two right now, currently, with the wifey, man.
Yes.
How's that going? Sir? Because we might have similar experiences.
I wish I was live streaming it. That's how fucking hilarious it is playing with her, because she's not a gamer at all. Like the only game she really likes is Crash Bandicoot. So we played that a little bit when the remake came out. But other than that, she don't know how to work like the right analog stick when it comes to like 3D games and stuff like that. So watching her play this game, she does not touch the right. I have to like tell her like, yo, turn the analog stick so you can see what you're doing. She's like, okay, but how am I supposed to do that at the same time that I'm moving the character? I'm like, you just do it. Like, I'm a terrible teacher because I'm like, you just do it. Like, you just do it. And she's like, I can't. I'm like, yo, we were stuck on that first boss for a good like half hour, almost an hour.
Y'all got to a boss?
We beat two bosses. Two bosses. But she's getting better. I got to give her credit. She is definitely getting better at this game, at using the analog stick. So it's kind of like a frustration, but a proud parent moment at the same time, because she's getting better. And as her playing as the female May, early on at least, you have to do more with May than you do with the other guy. Like the other guy kind of just sets up May, but May has to actually like go through the motions of what to do to get to the next portion of the game. So it's dope though. It's fun as hell seeing her get better, but funny at the same time.
Yeah, I'm in a similar situation as you. I'm like, you know what? I could buy It Takes Two and play with one night, but it would be so much more entertaining if I, taught my girl how to play a game. Because like your wife, she's not much of a gamer herself. I'm kind of trying to introduce her a little bit to my world a little bit, and I will give her credit that that she even picks up the controller and tries to play with me. But I'm like, yo, we should try this game. It's a couples game. Let's see how you do. And she was down for it, and I appreciate that. But whoo, that camera is beating her ass. That camera, bro, that camera angle. So it's definitely entertaining watching her, pick it up. And I do see the improvements there. But I don't know how it is with your wife, but my girl gets frustrated mad easily. It looks like that, or annoyed with the game easily. Does your wife? Does she get cheese with it quickly?
Yeah, at first, she kept trying to hand me the controller to do certain parts.
To do it for it, right?
Yeah, I'm like, hell no,
I'm like,
I'm not doing it for you. Like, we're gonna sit here as long as it takes. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna figure this out.
Mean.
We're gonna figure this out. And she was like, all right, it's all right, because I just like spending time with you. I'm like, good, because we're gonna be here for a while. we're gonna be here for a while. But then we got to a certain part and we were stuck there for a good like half hour. And I was about to, I went to grab the controller. I'm like, just give it to me. Like, I'll do it. And she was like, no, hell no, I got it. I was like, all right. And she did it. So I was like, bet. She gave it better.
That's good. It's definitely definitely a dope game, man. It's definitely a dope game, and a cool game to introduce to someone that's maybe not used to playing games. And the thing is, once that clicks, I was telling her, and I was telling like my boys in the Discord, like, for most people that are new to gaming, and that's the thing, that's the number one thing that beats them, to move and use the camera at the same time. But as soon as that clicks, you literally can play any game you want if you really take it in. As long as you know how to do that, in modern video games, you could literally play any game that's available now. So that's
my wife, because she can relate to you, Kofi, because this game has the challenges and stuff, like A Way Out.
Yeah.
And she's been catching a lot of L's in those challenges, just like
go.
you did.
Let's
you know what I mean? Just like you did.
That.
So y'all two have something in common, at least. Yeah.
Jack, what have you been playing, sir?
I've been still been playing Persona 5 Royal, getting through that. I only stream when I play that game, so I'm getting through that. Been playing It Takes Two as well. Been streaming that with Nikki. Cool game. I'm sure we're gonna talk about it in a minute though. But very cool game, like y'all said. I agree with everything y'all said. Some of that shit later on, man, if y'all gonna get annoyed, bro. Trust me, that shit.
Oh, I see it coming.
It's gonna get extremely annoying. Just lay around for that, man. But what else I've been playing? The dudes in the Discord, they want to play with Daddy on Uncharted 4, so they trying to Shaq move. You'll re-download Uncharted. I re-download Uncharted 4. Ain't nobody playing that motherfucker. Okay, nobody's playing it. So we didn't play that.
Discord.
Yeah, man. Ended up playing fucking Fall Guys. Back on Fall Guys season 4. It's cool. I like the additions they made to the game. They added like challenges to the game now, which is dope. You can play a squads now. That's dope. A way more variety of games now. That's really dope. I'm fucking with it. You can get like fragments of crown instead of like full crowns and shit. It's very dope, the additions they've added to the game. I like it. That's pretty much it though.
Okay. Alex, what have you been playing, man? What have you been on?
So on the weekdays, I'm playing Carrion, which is really, really good. It's a reverse horror game where you are the monster. You ever watch the old movie John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yes.
It's literally that. You are that creature. You go around, you're stalking people in the actual like Arctic like space station. You're eating them, you grow bigger, you gain powers, you can use tentacles to take over their bodies and then make them explode. Fucking cool. Not too long, it's about 6 to 8 hours, but really good game. Then we're playing Monster Hunter World, which it's my first Monster Hunter game, and I'm already in absolute love with that game. There's so much stuff that game does incredibly well, just from a gameplay perspective, and I really didn't find it very daunting to get into in terms of like just picking it up, but there is a lot of information and stuff I didn't really know about, but you should take your time and do all the investigations, go through the tutorials. Like, they do a good job of onboarding you. Then also playing Doom Eternal, The Old Gods Part 1. I'm playing that bitch on Nightmare. And that is one of the best games, or one of the best expansions I've ever played in a game, period. It's super difficult. Like, I'm having a hard time with it. And I'm also playing on Nightmare.
Well, that's not surprising.
But when do you want to pull up one-on-one in Quake? Anytime.
You
Anytime
always
you want.
bringing up that bum-ass Quake. Go ahead, finish
bum-ass. Didn't we get Blaze 4K?
Oh,
no, we got
God.
we got it in 4K, my friend. We got Blaze 4K to say that Quake Champions is better than any Sony exclusive ever made. He said it on stream.
Well, he was clearly on drugs or something, so I'm not going to take what he said serious.
You think?
He's clearly under the
Come
influence.
in the Discord when you actually play games, come in the Discord.
Anyway,
so I'm playing that, but also Devil May Cry 3.
Yes.
I am a little less than halfway through DMC3. That game is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
That
Loving
game
it,
is
huh?
so fucking good.
That game is fire.
That game holds up like 25 years? Has it been 25 years since that game came out?
I don't even know the
Ooh,
exact
has it?
date.
It had to be something like 20 something years, right? Because it was PS2.
It's over.
No,
2
15,
decades,
like
huh?
15, 16 years. Yeah.
Okay. All right. 16 years since that game came out, and that game still holds up today. One of the best combat mechanics I've ever played in a game. And I'm not very good at those games, but I can see the actual abilities that you can string together. You can move together, the way you move through the actual world, the way you move between enemies, the way you get S rank switching between weapons on the fly. Like, it's so good. It's like unbelievably good. And like Dante is such a phenomenal character. And after the actual screw up of 2, 3 is so honestly refreshing to actually play. And I'm gonna stick by my guns. I'm less than halfway through. DMC3 is better than God of War 3.
We're not having this conversation again,
I'm
but
sticking to
We're
it.
not going to
It's
even
fair.
acknowledge that, Chief.
When I'm done, I should be finished with it by next weekend. But Dante literally surfs a rocket.
Yay.
It's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. So that's what I'm playing.
Wait, you forgot one game that you've been playing, Alex.
Which one's that one?
The find information on the internet and make videos that nobody gives a fuck about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You mean hold on. Let's go right here. Let's do this right here.
Yo, that was heat. What the fuck?
Hey J-Man, when's the last time you made content for your channel?
what's wrong with this nigga? Yo, why you put
that
why you
was
pull about him like
crazy.
that? What? That's
That was
crazy.
crazy. Why you do that?
Yo, come on, son. I tried to keep up with retweeting your shit, dog, but you be making videos like, fuck cares, son. Nobody give a fuck about.
Hey,
I
J-Man.
understand you trying
Hey,
to
J-Man.
make daily content.
Have you
But
been
don't-
in
Damn,
a
what
hold
is
on,
shots,
hold on.
About the damn videos, man.
J-Man, have you
Shit.
gained 100 subs every month over month?
No, man. No.
Okay.
No.
Pull up, Alex.
Have
Pull
you
up,
actually
pull up.
ever? Okay, let me know when. Okay, when you get your first YouTube check, let me know.
I've been had a
Pull up
YouTube
on
check
him.
before.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I've been
sir.
had a YouTube check before, so
Speak on
so
it.
try again. Go ahead,
Speak
keep
on
going.
it.
Keep
Speak
going.
on it.
That's all.
So
That's all you
how
got?
long does it take you to make $100? 2 years? 3 years?
I don't
Oh,
make videos.
Exactly.
I don't make
Exactly.
videos.
Crazy.
Exactly. That's what I
Hey
thought.
yo, we haven't seen
Hey,
each
J-Man,
other.
also, here's
we
a
haven't seen
funny
each
thing,
other
right?
in over a week like this, and y'all coming at each other's necks like this.
Here's-
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. I like
I'm gonna just finish. I'm just gonna put the nail in the coffin.
Go ahead.
J-Man has plenty of time to play games, has plenty of time to make content. So here's the thing. J-Man doesn't make content. J-Man doesn't beat games, yet he has the time to do one or the other. So J-Man literally does nothing. He
I
doesn't
got
make
more games
content
beat
for
than
you.
this year, though. So what you saying?
I'm at 9.
I'm at 10. So what are you saying?
Oh shit!
The year is almost over.
Okay.
The year
When
is
the
almost
year
over.
ends, when the year ends,
Oh, okay.
we're gonna see who finishes at
It's
the
heating
top.
up. It's heating up. I like this.
Yeah.
So if you want to put a bet on it, we'll put a bet on it.
Oh, we can do
Y'all trying
that. We can
y'all
do
trying
that.
to do
We
Jiggy
can
Back
do
episode
that.
3?
We can do that.
Y'all
We can do
talking
that. Absolutely.
We
You
could
wanna
put a bet on it.
Put a game
However,
on it.
though,
We can put a game on it.
you gonna
I'll
put a game on
it.
it?
Absolutely.
I'd
But-
love to take your money.
But I got a little stipulation. If I win the bet, you actually got to make some videos motherfuckers care about.
Oh,
Let me
man.
control the channel. Can I control the can I control the channel?
So
for
you
us?
want my channel to die?
I'll tell you how to control the channel.
Yeah,
That way
I
you
just
can
got some
stop making
clapbacks,
videos.
yo.
You got the
I'm making
Jim Ryan
videos
shit.
that get 153 views after the week is gone. Can I do that for you?
J-Man, when you get a view, let me know.
When I made videos, I definitely got more than 150 views.
Yes.
And I had 1K subs, nigga. You got 5. What's the ratio on that one? You good at math, right?
J-Man,
Right.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
this. The reason why
Nice.
you even get views is because you actually make it an event. The fact that you even
I'm
post something that you're
talking
somewhat
handsome.
alive
Don't forget
is
that.
actually shocking to me.
I'm
I mean, when's the
tall,
last time you
dark,
actually
handsome.
learned about how to talk into a microphone in the first place without actually being late for something?
Yo, Jack, where's this coming from?
I don't
Where
know,
is
but I
this
like it. I
coming
don't know, but I like it.
from? Yo, see, at least we get to speak our mind. Y'all get it out in the air. Then we come and we shake hands. That's what boys do. That's what men do. You get it out, then we shake hands. Yo. So I like it. I like it, man.
Shit, I ain't friends with this motherfucker.
Listen, anytime you want to bring that ass in the Discord, and you want to get them cheeks spread open, you let me know.
I'm waiting for you, dog.
I know you will.
Man.
What's going on?
A little bit left. That one a little bit left. But Alex, is you done, sir?
What's that? That's the games I'm playing. So.
All right, that's good, man. That's good. And currently, what I'm playing is a whole bunch of old games. Games I've been just revisiting. To be honest, I think it's Cyberpunk's fault. To be honest, Alex, I think ever since I got extremely hyped for that game, it came out. I put 25 hours in. I got to a point, the game started bugging out. Characters started floating. I think I've been in a gaming funk ever since, to be honest.
So my gaming funk.
I think I blame Cyberpunk for it, bro. Like, it put me in a little bit of a funk. Nothing is really super piquing my interest like that. So I just been, revisiting a whole bunch of old games. I've been enjoying doing these classic streams I've been doing of playing like these PS3 games just to, refresh my memory on some of the games I've played in the past and stuff like that. So I've been really enjoying that. But I don't know. I need maybe like Ratchet. I just need maybe Resident Evil. I don't know. I need something to pull me out of this gaming funk. But until then, I'm on a nostalgic binge at the moment. So I'm just playing a whole bunch of old shit. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm playing a whole bunch of old shit.
So. Ain't nothing else to play though. So
old games are good games.
Yeah, so
for now.
Can't go wrong with that.
That's all I've been doing, really. Fan. Speaking of PlayStation fans and old games, this is a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue.
Yes, please.
All right, so last week we had rumblings and rumors that PlayStation is going to be shutting down the digital storefronts for PSP, PS3, and the PlayStation Vita. I believe this week we got full confirmation that it is happening. So you will no longer be able to buy digital games off these storefronts. And I want to get the dates. They say, okay, the PS3 and PSP, the stores will close July 2nd. And the Vita, the store is going to close August 27th. All right, so this obviously sparked some conversation on the timeline. People saying, this is why you got to buy physical media, this, that. People are coming at Sony. Why they closing the stores? It's not good for gamers. We had some outrage. I don't know if it's real or fake, but we had some backlash and some outrage when this got announced. So I'm going to go around and hear the panel's take, and I'm going to give my take a little bit later on this whole situation. When it comes to this, let's hear from Jack first, actually. Do you think this is... How do you feel about PlayStation shutting down the PS3 store? Do you care? The Vita store, the digital store, do you care? Is this bad for gaming? Why is Sony doing this? How do you feel about all of this happening, man?
I do care to a certain extent. I mean, I'm not Mr. Retro Gamer. I'm not going out there buying, SNESs and all this other extra shit. But I own two Vitas currently. I was even looking to purchase a Vita game before I even caught wind of this early last month. Still got all my PS3 games. I don't have a PS3 because I sold it because I needed the money, so you can sue me for that. Yeah, man, I understand why they closing it, but I just wish they would put something else in place to like a lot of people making fun of like preserving the games. Why you care if they preserve it? I don't give a fuck about old games, this, that, and the third. That's cool. But I view gaming as like an art form. Y'all might think it's corny, but I do view gaming as an art form. And all other art forms, they preserve the history. Movies, TV, music, you name it, they're trying to preserve it. Artwork, sports cards, comic books, they preserve this shit. They remaster a lot of this stuff. Shoes, they even remaster shoes. You see what I'm saying? So like the fact that people are saying, just outlandish and crazy shit. I don't give a fuck about like what? Nintendo and specifically Sony, because that's the company I really rock with. They're doing a horrible job of preserving their history. I do think it's important. I think there's a place for this shit. They got gaming museums now. They got fucking gaming historians. Lost media is a real thing. You know, all this week, ever since I got Paramount Plus, I just been watching 90s Nickelodeon shows, right? So I'm a very nostalgic person. I like revisiting my past, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not the dude to just run out and go buy an old ass 8-bit game and be playing them like that. But I do think it's a place, you know, they should be preserved. It just is what it is. I don't see why people are so against it.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a question for you, Jack. So for the sake of like the preservation and all of that, are there any games that you like think you would be interested in playing that you didn't buy yet?
All the old Ratchet and Clank games, because I never got to really fully play them. I only played the demo to most of them, and I played like it was one game. I don't even know which one it was. I played one of them for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes on PS Plus, but I definitely want to go back and play all the old Ratchet and Clank games. So I'm probably gonna end up buying them. I can only buy the first 3 off of Vita. So if I want to play all of them, I'm gonna have to hurry up and get a PS3 and just buy them all off of PSN, I guess. So them probably the main ones right now that I'm thinking about.
Okay. I was just asking because I'm like, what's stopping you from buying them? Like, I know there's a date on it, but those games are almost like a decade, if not more old.
Yeah, no, they've been available. Like I said, I was finna buy them last month, but I was like, I ain't want to spend $20 on them. But like now it's like, fuck, I might as well. Like I said, and originally when I first got PS Now the first time, that was the game I was getting on there to play was those. And I got on there and I didn't see them. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and that was over a year ago. That was like a year and a half ago. So I just ain't never got around to doing it. I guess I got to now. Either, you know, should get off the pot, I guess. But yeah.
Okay.
All right, J-Man, what's your take on Sony closing down the stores and all of this?
I mean, I don't care about them shutting down the stores. It was cool to see that all the stuff that you had previously bought on the digital stores would be able to be downloaded again if needed be. Now? Yeah, so that's the case with that. So anything that I wanted on PS3, damn Vita, I don't even think I ever even bought a game digitally on Vita. By the time I got a Vita, like everything was on PlayStation Plus that I wanted. So I was able to just download it once I got a Vita. PSP, come on. Everybody who has a PSP at this point has hacked that shit and has damn near every game from NES and up. Like, so stuff like that, it doesn't, like them shutting down that store, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to buy anything from those stores probably ever. And if I did want something, I would buy it, or if not, buy it now before they shut it down. So yeah, as far as like the whole game preservation stuff, I really don't care. I don't care about old games that much. So like, as far as like something in that old state, I'd rather play something new. I'd rather try something new. If there's nothing to play new, there's a whole bunch of games that I haven't played that are at least 1 to 2 years old that I'd rather try over something old like that. So for me, that doesn't bother me. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I personally feel about it.
Well, I think that's fair. I think you have two different types of gamers out there. There's people, I would say like me, that can and do appreciate, you know, revisiting old games. And my whole take on this whole situation is, it is what it is. PlayStation shutting down the store. Everything that, you know, everything comes to an end. It is what it is. I feel like if you care, this is my personal take, if you care about game preservation and stuff like that, at this point, you got to take matters into your own hands. You feel me? Take matters into your own hands. Stop waiting on Sony to do the right thing. Stop waiting on Nintendo to do the right thing. Stop waiting on Microsoft to do the right thing. If you really care about these games, and is either that you build a PC, piracy, it is what it is. Sometimes piracy is just your go-to for some of these games that you just have no reach. You can't even get a copy of this anymore. You know, you can't even find a used copy. So emulation, that's one way. Which this is why I'm not against emulation whatsoever, because I think it's important to, you know, preserving classic games. Just to look back through history and see, oh, this is how this franchise started. This is how this franchise started. So you have that way, or keep your old consoles. At this point, I'm on keep your old consoles. If you want to play PS3 games, keep your PS3. Buy a PS3. Find some of these games used. Like, if you truly care about this type of stuff, at this point, you do not, wait on Sony to start, to make a console fully backwards compatible, put all the games available in the storefront. Like, it is what it is. These companies are gonna move on to the next hardware, and it seems that, especially with PlayStation and Nintendo, even Microsoft too, to a certain degree, even though they're doing a little bit better, they don't really care about preserving classic games like that, or all these consoles would be backwards compatibility across the board like that. I don't think they truly care like that. So, at the end of the day, like I said, take matters into your own hands and do what you got to do to play these games. So that's why I think emulation is important, and you'll never see me talk bad about emulation in general. But that's just my take on the whole situation. It is incredibly important. So, yeah. Alex, what do you think?
So the thing is, I'm just going to be honest here. Sony has some of the best libraries of games, period. From everything from the PS1, even up to the PS3, right? You have so many games that are unremarkably good that people like to look at and be like, it's old, I don't want to play it, which is a very dumb thing. Because if a book is old, you don't say, I'm not going to read that book, it's old. If an
That's
album
a terrible
is old,
comparison. That's a terrible comparison.
If a music album is old, you're not going to be like, I'm not going to listen to that music album, it's
terrible.
Old. If a movie's old, you're not going to be like, I'm not going to watch that movie, it's old. A lot of stuff stuck in time.
He can't get away with that. As a gamer, you cannot get away with saying or comparing a book, a movie, and music to something that you actually play with inputs. Gameplay advances and evolves over time. So that can be compared to something you watch with your eyes, or you read with your eyes, or that you listen to with your ears. That's completely different.
Some games are timeless, though. Some games are timeless.
Evolves, but there's still sound that sound good. Books, stories get better, some don't. Stories can always evolve, translate through generations. The same with movies. So a game is completely different.
You're telling me that Mario Brothers on the SNES cannot translate through generations. Absolutely. You're telling me that Super Mario World cannot translate through generations.
But you can't. You made a blanket statement. Now you're picking and choosing which games.
I'm literally giving you the examples. The issue is,
but you made a blanket statement. You didn't say Mario. I
can even make statements that Morrowind is factually better or objectively better than Skyrim, gameplay wise. Okay, and that is a 15-year-old game. But here's the issue. You're also picking and choosing as well.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. You're deciding that current modern gameplay mechanics are better than old ones.
No, I did not say that. I didn't say that. I said you made a blanket statement.
I think J-Man is trying to look. He's saying what you said was mad broad, right? You didn't really narrow it down. But for gaming, we know that some games, exactly, because we know that some games obviously age like milk. They age like shit. You play some. Play GoldenEye now. Play GoldenEye now. It's not as good as how we remember it. But there's games like Revenge. There's games like Star Fox 64. There's games like Diddy Kong Racing. They still play extremely fucking well for its age, and deserve to be. I can understand what someone wanted to preserve those.
But he compared them to a book. If you read a book in the 90s,
you're stuck on the comparison.
Because you made it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Can you let me
finish?
complete the comparison, please? The reason I say that is because video games are in fact an art form. You do not discard art just because it is old. That's the comparison. Just because something is older doesn't mean you discard it. There's a lot of reasons why people still study the old silent films from the 20s for film majors. Not because it's older, it has to be there, but because there's things in those films that you can still pull from today. Just like old comic books, same thing. There are stories in those comic books that are being used for films today. You cannot discard something just because it's old. That's stupid. You're letting go of the past to savor the future because you either like my graphics or you just want enhanced gameplay, which is really just trash, streamlined gameplay. Let's be totally honest on that fact. And the fact that people are willing to let go of old games physically just because the graphics aren't as good as they are used to, or people don't like the old gameplay, is a dumb concept because you're not even giving the game a chance. You're not even looking into that piece of art that was made for that time frame and be like, what could this do? What could this game do? I still play DOS games. that are 30 years old that are better than games today. Like still. And you're telling me that old games don't matter, like it doesn't affect you? What happens when Last of Us 1, the game that you incredibly love, is no longer available to buy or play again?
If I own it physically, then I have it.
But okay, but how about this? How about this, right?
There goes my point. Keep your
like,
shit,
like
bro.
here's the issue. Here's the issue though. In the PS3, we're lucky that we got the actual remaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the PS3, when the CMOS battery dies, the console is bricked because when you replace that battery, you have to connect to a PlayStation server. So even if you're PS3 and you own the physical console, once the battery and the motherboard is done and those servers go down and you try to connect to start that system again, it won't connect, it won't run. So your console is a brick. It's nothing. Like you can't just keep old hardware because old hardware dies. Batteries die out, stuff die out, things break, and then they become scarce and difficult to find.
Question about that. I got a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these games, like Alex was saying, like PS3 and up, like 95% of these games got patches and shit, right? I'm assuming there's gonna be a time to where you put this game and you ain't gonna be able to patch it to like some of these games are not even playable if you don't put the patch on them, right? So it's like, how are you gonna patch these games to even play, even if you have the disc? I don't know, man.
You know what?
And even then,
I
think
think,
of it like this,
I think these
right?
companies should do a better job actually in preserving some of these games, and maybe going forward they'll look into that more. But I think it's all up to gamers at this point because we got a whole bunch of people that voice their concerns online, even though it's probably a very minor group of people online, but they voice saying that how they don't care about this shit, they don't care if these games go away forever, they don't care about old games. But my thing about it is like, yo, like who does this hurt if these consoles have the ability to like play old games like that? Like this doesn't hurt nobody. It's a win-win situation. Of course we get new consoles for new games, but I think people are kind of downplaying.
Why can't we have both? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think they're downplaying the ability.
These are multi-billion-dollar corporations. If you telling me they can't keep the memory of like an old game, I don't don't that. I'm not buying it.
They probably see that it's not profitable. That's why they're. They
became
multi-billion-dollar companies for a reason because
it's the dumbest thing. No, but that argument doesn't even make any sense.
Hold on, J man. So why does I always come back to this? This is always gonna be my question. Why does PS now exist?
It's obviously profitable for them at this point.
But I'm saying though, why are dudes running around bragging about the 600 old ass games that you can play on PS now, but when they get rid of storefronts that sell old ass games, you don't care? You care about them being on this fucking service you could brag about and do list wars with, but you don't care when it's like some shit you could purchase. That don't even make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Them old ass games that you don't give a fuck about should be with them other old ass games you bragging about.
And even then,
that's
like,
how I feel.
I would never
Jack,
brag about that,
here's the thing: when like the companies say they can't do it because of work or money or whatever, you've got a console, right, that is equivalent to a 2060 Super. Let me correct that. You have a console that is hardware-wise equivalent to a 2060 Super, can output games in 4K, can do 60 FPS, is equivalent to a modern PC or a standard PC of a few years ago. And you're telling me that with that system, you can't make an emulator? When you have the hardware, you have the software, you have the BIOS, you have everything possible. You can't do software emulation, but I can do it on my PC? Come on, man. That's like super lazy.
It's cap.
It's the easiest thing to do because you should be able to take any disc and pop that bitch in there and have it run because you have software emulation. If I can do it for free from people who do it on their spare time and actually have the games run perfectly or near perfect, why can't the company who owns the BIOS and owns the software do it on their own?
And
they just don't want to.
I think what J-Man is saying is he's saying it's a little bit facts. It's probably a business decision at the end of the day. When it comes to something like this, it's probably a business decision. I don't know if it's not. Maybe it's not as lucrative.
Microsoft credit.
Maybe it's not.
Of course, they
deserve
credit, but I would say Microsoft's backwards compatibility isn't even at 100%. And look how long that shit took. What do they have? Like 500 of the 2100 360 games, or 50 of the OG, the thousands of OG Xbox games.
At least they got something, man. At least they got
I'm
something.
saying we know that, like with the PlayStation 3, they had issues with the cell processor stuff.
Yeah.
So
Jamie, don't give me that excuse because I'm already emulating PS3 games, bro.
Okay, but how many of those PS3 games are flawless? Because they have to work flawless if you're going to put them on the PlayStation Store. How many of them are flawless?
think of it, bro.
It's been 10 years, 15 years since the PS3 came out?
Yes,
How many
and you have people, listen, you have people that are doing it on their spare time for free to make this emulator.
How long has it taken them?
And you're telling me, exactly, that's my point. And you're telling me that the people that own the BIOSes, that own the software, that have the coding, that have the schematics, they're not literally reconfiguring and making an entirely different system, run that thing through a CPU or a GPU with Vulkan to do it on their own spare time, and literally decoding the PS3 and then recoding it to work in Windows. You're telling me that the people that actually built the fucking thing can't do it on their own? But
they
these
can,
four
but
guys,
is it profitable?
It is profitable.
How do you know that?
Because the first thing
they don't even give us the option. They don't give us the option.
Because the first thing I said, how about this? The first thing I said when the PS5 was going to be announced, I said, if it's fully backwards compatible across the board, I'll buy it day one. Did I not say that?
But
pull up the podcast.
Alex,
I would have bought that console.
You did say that, but the amount of people that buy PlayStation 5 for backwards compatibility is small. It's very small.
But then again,
PS4 wasn't backwards compatible with PS3, and their best-selling console ever, or one of their best-selling consoles ever.
Sure,
People
and then when the line
care.
comes, but the thing is, you're not understanding it from this perspective. When the line comes, right, and the PS6 or the PS7 cannot play PS4 games that people grew up with in this gen, they're gonna throw a fucking fit.
They're not. They're not going to throw a fit.
Because the thing is, these old games weren't impacting them. But when it gets to that point, it's going to impact them at that point. That's what you're not understanding. That's what's shocking to me.
I grew up with PS2 and PS3 games. When PS4 couldn't play those, I gave 0 fucks.
Wow,
I don't care.
Yeah, but everybody's different. Everybody's
But
different.
most people
that is
don't
shocking
care.
to me.
Are we going to argue that most people don't care about backwards compatibility or not?
But the thing is,
what do y'all think?
If people didn't care, then like Jack said, why do people not use it for lists?
You talking about Twitter? Come on. You
I'm
not
saying
just bring
Jack's
up
example,
a corner
right?
of the internet. You just not bring up a corner of the internet. I'm trying to talk about globally and worldwide.
Yeah, I think we would
That's
have to
exactly
see,
what I'm
see some
saying.
real
It comes
figures.
down to business for these companies. They're gonna do what's most profitable for them. If people don't give a fuck, if people bought PS4 and it was not backwards compatible, why would they care about making PS5 backwards compatible or care about these older games? People don't care.
But that's the thing, though. Like shit like this, which irritate me, right? The new Ratchet and Clank game. The new Ratchet and Clank game is a sequel of a game that came out 8 years ago, right? Yes. Y'all saying if you want the game, go buy physical and all this. Into the Nexus physical costs around $100 right now. Yep. Who the fuck? Like, come on, man! Like now we got price gouge, and now we Nintendo now. Sony games hold their value now. That was a budget title when it came out. Now I got to go pay $120 goddamn dollars to play the game so I can know what the fuck the story
right?
is. Like, come on, man!
They're just gonna get you up to speed at the beginning of Rift Apart.
I guess they're gonna have to do something because I don't even know why they made it a sequel to that game. That don't even make sense to me. But yeah, shit's stupid, bro.
Yeah, man. So I think, look, in the end of the day, whether you're with game preservation, I don't think you should fight against the people that are fighting for it, though. You know what I mean? That's my take. I never really understood that people who fight against stuff like that. Like, whether you care about it or not, it doesn't hinder your platform, or is it not going to hinder your experience no matter what if these consoles couldn't play these old games. So for the people that fight and care for this stuff, I say let them fight and care for it. For you trying to, get in the way of that or block it or say nobody cares about this shit, I think it just maybe hurts the progression.
I'm not trying to get in the way.
Get in the way of it. So it's cool that J-Main doesn't care about playing none of these old games. He doesn't care about popping in a PS1 game, PS2 game. I think that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's him. Everybody got their own fucking thing that they're into.
Yeah.
But for the people that
I can understand I care too, but
for the people that want it, Jack, why fight them though for it? Why go back and forth
J-Man,
and
let me ask you a
against
question.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you don't give a fuck, which is cool, like Kofi said, but do you agree that it is important to keep a history of like older games, especially ones like that you can't even buy physical? There's a lot of games on PSN that they're only on PSN, and when they shut it down, if you don't own that game, you're just not gonna be able to get that.
Like PS1 games on PSP apparently, or some shit like that.
Exactly.
That's the only way you can buy these PS1 games right now. But
digitally.
I'm not like I think I've said this before. I'm not against people fighting against companies to get what the consumer wants. Like I'm always going to be for the consumer. I'm just saying personally what I feel. But if I'm never going to hit up Sony like, yo, y'all need to be caring about old ass games. Don't make the PlayStation backwards compatible. None of that. But I'm just saying from my perspective that I don't care, and I can understand why they wouldn't do it. Now, if they do it, cool, because I know at the same time we still gonna get new games too. So
that's facts.
That's all. I just understand. I understand it from both sides. That's all. I would agree with that. I understand.
Like the thing is, that library is so deep. Even the PS3 library has some of the best JRPGs ever made. Like honestly, it really does. And like the fact that like Metal Gear Solid 4 is stuck on that console and it's never going anywhere else because they don't want to move it off there or they don't want to put in the work. And that game is literally lost to time, right? The only way to get it is to emulate it. Like that's ridiculous. It makes no sense, right? And if you think like, oh, it like people aren't going to buy it. Like if you get those games running on the storefront and they run on your PS5 through software emulation, people will buy those old games again to relive those old games. You're looking at an amount of people that are not buying things on your storefront that could be buying a lot of stuff when it's dry. So many fanboys right now on Twitter are on Twitter instead of buying games because there's nothing to play. They could be playing old games that they bought from the store.
It's just crazy to do that. Bro, like how did fucking what the fuck is that bum ass game? How did Medieval get a fucking remake? Like I don't understand why they go out and remake these bum ass games that came out 20 years ago. But if somebody say they want to play the original copy, there's something wrong with them. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't understand the logic. Like I guess, man. I guess.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't get it.
I just no. So for also too with this situation is like. It just seems like as of right now, like when Sony said they would shut down the store, everybody's all of a sudden, oh, I was just getting ready to buy this and that from the PlayStation 3 store. And all of a sudden now I want to buy something from the PlayStation Vita store. Like, come on, who are y'all lying to? It's like, I blame the dry spell right now on all this like backwards compatible old game care right now. Because when new games start, like everybody's like, oh, Sony's getting cocky again and Sony's back to their old ways. But when Sony dropping them bangers, y'all got nothing to say about old games. So like all this shit come back around now. Like, yeah, it's like a lot of fake care going around that I feel like with this shit. I know some people do, but I feel like it's a lot of shit going on with people fake caring about these old games. And yeah, like, yeah, motherfuckers is giving Xbox credit for old games when they haven't put out a new banger in how many years? How many months? Like, come on,
that's something different.
But but I'm saying though, like, we're not supposed to be taking our foot off their neck.
I'm gonna give you credit.
We're not supposed to be taking our foot off their neck for these new games. That's what I'm saying.
If it was some new games out, you are absolutely right. There's no way in hell I would be looking at the Vita to get games and shit. But like you said, ain't no fucking games out, yo. But I don't really subscribe to that fake caring shit. I really feel like a lot of people that's complaining about this shit actually got some type of concern.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen too much fake I guess you'll say outrage with this.
You've seen my emulator, like you see my emulation library. I love old games and I love preservation. Like people think like, oh, he's just fake caring. I know. Kofi's seen my library. It's fucking wild. And game preservation is super important to me because I lost my entire collection when I got older. I just lost it. So I can't go back and get it. And I don't want to spend the money. Like, bless you, Kofi. I don't know how you do it where you find all that stuff and you pay good prices because down here, it's just insane to find stuff. But like preservation is super important because you cannot, and even then, like think about right now, right? Think about how many versions of No Man's Sky there are. Think about how many versions of Destiny there are. Like Destiny 1 is not the same game that it was before it ended when it first came out. Does that sort of make sense?
Yes.
Right? Same with Destiny 2. The game is literally changing all the time. So how do you preserve that? How do you show like, check this shit out when it fucking like Cyberpunk? What if they fix that game? Right? How do you preserve that 1.0 and then be like, well, look at the difference between this and this? Like that's like playing that would be cool as shit. But like I think that's super because to see like seeing the differences between how the game released and how the game was after they were done, or like with Destiny 2,
with this
where
modern
they're like,
era of gaming though, some games are just gonna die. In period, some games the way the games are designed. Because some of these games are always online. You got to be connected. As soon as servers turn off, then the game is dead. Like look at Need for Speed Rivals. Maybe you can play that offline, but I know there's like other games like that. You need to be you need to be connected to a server to even launch
Online
it. So,
all the time.
And just this modern era of gaming, like I think even Jack mentioned it. Just we get a whole bunch of patches. Like games don't even come working out the box. So it's spooky to preserve games as it is, modern games as it is, because once you can't download these patches, and maybe these games might be even unplayable. Like so.
Some of these games not even actually on the disc no more either. Like
you just pop in the disc and it goes to the
4.
PSN store, then it downloads shit, bro. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? Like this, I think it's just this modern era of fucking gaming. You know what I mean? That some games are just gonna die. Some games are just gonna die, and it is what it is. You can't even do anything.
Maybe gaming wasn't meant to be preserved, Joe.
I want to know why I think like updates won't be available anymore.
If they turn off the online,
I'm pretty sure somebody is gonna correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But I do recall Nintendo closing like an eShop, and they gave like everybody, I don't know if it was on the original Wii or DS or something.
I think it was on the original Wii.
But they gave everybody a warning to download the game because I guess unlike Sony's one where you can re-download it, I think with the Wii or whatever, someone will tell me in the chat. I don't even think if you didn't download it in that time frame, I don't think you can even download it. You can download it back. Am I bugging or am I right or wrong?
I think it was the Wii U.
It was something from Nintendo
or the
that
Wii?
Like you had to download it. If you didn't download it, then you can't even download. You can't even have access to games that you already bought before digitally, and that's pretty scary. You know what I mean? Like I'm going for. Go ahead, Jack.
No, I was gonna say another problem this opens up that somebody mentioned in my Discord. This is bringing a lot of people into the custom firmware community where they're pretty much just hacking their older systems so they can, keep access to a lot of these games.
Yep.
But now Sony needs to go in and disable trophy support for all these older systems, because when you put custom firmware on your system, you can hack all your trophies. It's already no legitimacy to trophies as it is, but it's just gonna make it even more laughable. You finna start seeing motherfuckers with every single PS3 game ever come out, like platinums and all them motherfuckers. So like, it's a fucking mockery. Like it's silly, bro. It's a joke, bro.
Okay, so the people in the chat's telling me is the Wii, and that's just scary to think about. So right now, everyone's saying, "Oh, look, we can still download the games. You can still download the games, but for how long?" That's the question, right? How long to the point where they support that? Who knows? Maybe 5 years, 8 years from now, then. If you don't have that shit installed or downloaded, then maybe they shut that down too. So I think this is just, the future of having a digital storefront. You just never know. The future is uncertain, like for that, if you truly care about that type of stuff. So once again, this is why you'll never see me talk too much shit about emulation, even though it's piracy. You won't see me talk shit about it, because in the end of the day, this is the only way we'll be able to, experience some of these games and keep everything from the past and experience it. So it is what it is.
And the thing is, if they would just, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like that in a lot of like, think about all the mixtapes and shit that came out in the past, like before the whole Dat Piff era and things like that. A lot of that shit didn't get uploaded to the internet and it's gone forever if you don't have a physical copy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A lot of the music that was on Dat Piff but can't be on Apple Music or Spotify because of like licensing issues and things like that. Like a lot of that stuff is gonna be gone if like one of those sites closed down and things like that. So
trash.
So now you understand, J-Man.
No, I don't. I don't.
He said
he just literally proves our point.
Because if I wanted to keep that music forever, I would have it downloaded, stored.
But how are you to know that it's gonna disappear?
But if it's that important to me, I would keep it.
Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna say something Jay can understand. Right?
I said I would keep it.
Listen, Jay, Pornhub deleted over 10 million videos, right? I'm devastated because you know how many Heat videos they deleted, bro?
And
I ain't not the same. Motherfuckers.
It's not the same.
Like, damn, I ain't gonna never see this shit. Like, come on, man, it's horrible out here, bro. They
it's all
need
gone.
to preserve this shit.
Yo, Jack, man, it's not the same. Now I log on, I see the same 5 videos I see all the damn time, man.
Bro, there's so much heat on the site, bro. They ain't got rid of so much of the heat.
Bro,
I bet you their traffic has dropped immensely.
Bro, got a guy going to Spank Bang, and like, come on.
Don't do that,
sites, man.
Come on, man.
Gotta go to all these off-brand
Spank
sites,
Bang,
man.
X videos.
No, X videos is fine.
X is trash. No, it's trash.
X is trash because they just put a watermark on it.
You know what it is?
Got all the shit Pornhub lost.
You know, but the problem with X video. Okay, how did this come to it? Okay,
It's
the
the
problem
watermark.
with X videos is
trash.
That and They don't got the long joints, yo. They don't got the long joints, man.
Yeah, man, they be
my
having
long joint.
Yo,
Hold on.
2 minute.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, what you mean?
The
by
long
that?
What do you mean
video,
the
the
long
long
joints?
the long video,
Okay,
sir.
okay,
The long
okay.
video.
I was about to say, man, because yeah.
Oh, I'm
That's
done.
what Kofi wants.
I can't even lie.
We
yeah,
went
this
off
turned
the
out-
record real quick. My
this
fault.
is definitely off the record material shit. Yeah, but Alex, can you go ahead and read the super chats? We're gonna have a super chat break before
Sure.
we move on to
Let's
the next
let's
topic.
do that
But real quick, hopefully y'all enjoying the podcast. We got 400 people in here at the moment. Please hit the like button. Let's get 200 likes.
The long
I hope you guys
joints.
are enjoying
I never heard that
the
before.
the conversations. Good conversations by the guys.
KJ's DBZ 191 for the 499. Kofi better chill before J Main has that tell-all interview with Tony.
Sheesh.
Oh
The,
man.
the crumb side Barbara Walters. Let's get it.
Tunde Abimbola for the fight. We need a Patreon tier where Jack has to finish a platinum game on stream.
He's done that before though. Have you done that?
Actually, I did. I beat the Ninja Turtles game on stream.
There you go.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he's done that before.
Roadrunner for $2. J Main does it for us, but he don't stream ish.
I mean,
You couldn't even breathe from that one. D-Lou for the 5. He says, salute fellas. Anybody playing Narita Boy? Can y'all discuss? Keep killing it. Jack the. And that's it. Maybe I missed
Yes,
the part of it.
yes, sir. Appreciate
Okay. Tune Ebola for the 5. Canadian Kofi should do an Overcooked couples stream. That'd be pretty good.
Yo, I actually
would be
played that
cool.
with wifey, dog. I played that with her. And
Ain't
it
gonna
was tough. We got to like the 3rd level and we got to Jack probably knows. It's the boat level where shit is moving. Like
I
you
wouldn't
know
be
what I'm talking
moving.
about?
Yeah, moving back. Yeah,
Bro, after that, we put that shit down, bro. I'm like,
that game is hard, bro. That game gets hard.
It's
bro.
hard. It's hard.
I showed my wife a video of that game, and she said she wanted to play with me and shit. So I think I'm gonna try one day.
Bionic Boner Boy for the 2 Australians says, Jiggy Merchant, is the pink hoodie still available?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely got pink hoodies in stock.
Jay Harvey for the $2 says, J-Man got Alex ready to beat the family pet. OG Rizo for the 5. He says, I don't agree with Alex on most topics, but DMC 3 is better than God of War 3. Just the music alone is fire.
Wrong.
Damn. When
I don't
people
like
in the
this.
chat are agreeing with me, that's a problem.
What's going on today?
Man. Yeah,
Alex
right.
for the 499. The only real form of long-term games preservation is emulation. Smiley face.
That's low key fast.
Blaze
though.
4K for the 5. Keep your games and your hardware. Tunde
Yes.
Abimbola for the 5. Alex, PS2 emulation already exists on the PS4 and the PS5 through backwards compatibility.
Barely.
They sell a dozen PS2 games on the modern PSN. A dozen, Tunde. But how many games came out for those systems?
Oh Lord.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Blaze 4K for the 5. He says, Durag cutting his blood circulation. I love all my classic games. OG Rizo for the 5. You're paying for the experience, and after a while, it's gone. Same dudes talking about super old games, the same ones who be on episodes of Hoarders.
Alex, hold up.
Yep. There's-
B-Loot,
okay.
what's that game he's talking about?
Narita boy.
Narita
What
boy,
is that?
yeah.
What is
Narita
that?
Boy. I don't know.
I saw some videos on it. It's like a
I'm
new
gonna
indie
Google
game
it.
that came
B-Lou,
out.
none of us is playing that, so we can't really speak on it because this is my first time hearing about it. So I'm gonna check it out and we'll get back to you on that one.
I think Erica did a review or maybe like an impression video the day
Check
that
it out.
it dropped. So
Yes.
yeah, check out her channel. I know she got some content on that game if you're interested.
Blaze 4K for the 5. XNXX or X Hamster. Thank me later.
X Hamster don't be doing it for me.
Captain
Bro, them
Sidekick.
search engines are so trash, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack, you know, goddamn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have very specific tastes. Captain Sidekick for the $2. One word, ePorner. It has 4K and you can download for free.
Oh, word? Hold on. Word?
ePorner.
Captain
Hold on,
Sidekick.
let me say
I know
that.
that's
Let me
not-
say
We're all
that.
Googling ePorner now. Okay.
I know that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blaze-
I mean, J-Man already knows that one off rip.
Bro, I know
Blaze
a lot.
4K. We found out his fetish, but we do not. We don't. What's that word? We don't kink shame. Blaze for the 5. He says cream pie videos on deck on X Hamster.
My
I
done
guess that's his thing. That's his thing. Jay Harvey for $2. DMC 1 through 5 are way better than every Gears of War. GOW. That's funny. You almost got me.
All right, there you go. There you go.
There you go. And I'll agree with that. That is
right.
it for the super chats for now.
Thank you. And hit that like button too, or hit something if you're enjoying the pod, man. Good conversations as always. All right, so let's get to the main topic of the day. You know, we 1 hour into the podcast, and I want to talk about this, you know, conversation that's going on in the gaming community on the timeline currently, and I thought it would make for some good conversations over here on the podcast. As you guys can see by the title, gatekeeping and difficulty shaming in gaming. I want to talk about it. So, I believe a video came out. Did y'all see that video about the girl? Let's start here with the girl playing games on easy and, you know, making a case for that. So, J-Man, can you give us a breakdown of that video and what she was saying? Because it did, you know, stir up some conversations that I thought were pretty damn interesting. So, what was she really going on about in her little video, that streamer?
So yeah, I had stumbled across that video yesterday, and it had said pretty much her caption had said, "Stop shaming people for playing games on easy." And then within her video, she was basically saying like people in her chat, it sounded like, were roasting her, or people were roasting her for playing the game on easy and trying to take in the story, the lore, the dialogue of you know, a convoluted, complex story game. Probably was talking about Kingdom Hearts, if I'm being honest.
She was talking about Kingdom Hearts.
But
that's exactly what she was talking about.
Yeah, so like, you know, that raised the conversation about like playing games on easy and shaming people for playing on easy. And also within the video, she said that like pretty much not everybody wants to play games where they're agitated or infuriated all the time. So I'm assuming she's talking about like playing games on hard, or maybe like Demon Souls, Soulsborne type games.
Yeah.
All right. So my take on people playing games on easy. I know we have some people in our community that are really extreme against this. BG, shout out to him. You know, if you hear his take on, you know, people playing games on easy, he's a little bit more extreme. I fall into the I don't care. I feel like I have no issue with you if you play your games on easy. Why should I care? They put it in the game for a reason, for those people who want to experience the game that way. I feel like it only becomes an issue if you play your games on easy, right? Then you come to the internet and maybe brag and boast about your gaming skills and ability. I think that's the only time it becomes an issue. But what you do with your game is not my concern, and I don't give a fuck about how you play a game. With that being said, I think when it comes to reviewing games, there should be a standard though. In the minimum, if you're reviewing a game, you should be playing the game on its normal set difficulty, in my personal opinion, because I feel like you can judge the game's mechanics properly. That was the way the game was intended to play, right? The normal difficulty, right? So I feel like that's the right difficulty you use if you want to review a game. Bare minimum. You shouldn't play a game on easy and come to me or come to anyone and talk about a review. That's just my, you know, personal take. But as for, you know, you playing your games on easy, I actually see there's no issue with that. I still consider you a gamer. You know what I mean? I only think it becomes a problem if you just talk shit about your skill. But that's about it. How you feel about that, Jack?
This is how I feel about it. Okay. Now, if you want to play your games on easy, I don't give a fuck, man. But my issue with this is, it just seems to me that people that play their games on the easiest difficulties always got the most to say. It kills me when I see people on you know, they'll say, "Oh, that part wasn't that hard," or "I breezed through that," or "This game is too easy." What difficulty you playing on? Yeah. What difficulty you playing on? I'm playing on easy. Exactly. Bitch, what? Put it on hard. What the? Bro,
exactly,
listen,
Jack.
Right.
As long as you know your place, as long as you know your place when you're discussing the games, then it's no problem. But when you start coming on the internet, you start coming into these debates talking about you did this, you did that. That's where you gotta fall back. You know what I mean? You played the game on easy. You know what I mean? So that's.
But it's a lot of influencers and reviewers. They have openly admitted yeah, I got a backlog at work. I got to get these reviews out short notice. I throw it on easy just to beat it to get my opinion. You don't have an opinion at that point. I'm sorry. I don't want to be an asshole respectfully. Nobody wants to hear what the fuck you got to say about the game. Easy mode literally strips away mechanics and dumb downs the AI to the bare minimum. Like, you don't have an opinion at that point. If you're playing God of War, Last of Us, you don't know what the AI is. You don't know if that boss fight was actually difficult or hard. You might have still struggled on it, but then you're a bum. Like, it just is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna criticize you, but I don't want to hear your opinion on no games. I'm sorry.
Alex, what do you think?
I have two opinions on the matter. So her argument was that she wanted to pay attention to the lore and the story and the dialogue and watch the cutscenes and understand it. In games, there are those aspects, but there is also gameplay. If her focus was to watch the lore and understand it and the cutscenes and the dialogue, she doesn't want a video game. She wants a movie.
Oh, we agree.
Very different
Today. Shit.
Right?
Yes.
So that's what this person wants. And honestly, if you want to play your game on easy, play your game on easy. No big deal. I have two things to say beyond that, though. One is I have no problem with people putting their games on easy. Well, let me make three things. What I don't like, though, is people trying to say it's for people who need accessibility options. Number one, accessibility options does not mean easier difficulty. There are many gamers who have difficulty within their lives who are very good at video games. In fact, some of them are even pro players. You should Google wheels in Street Fighter, by the way. You'll be very impressed. So don't use the accessibility option or the accessibility argument against me, because that is not accessibility. That is just you trying to use them as a shield. The next thing is, if you want games with an easy mode, that's perfectly fine, but do not come into games that are designed to be difficult in order to influence them to put an easy mode in there because you don't want to learn the mechanics or the game. Dark Souls and Sekiro are a perfect example, because every single time one of those games comes out, everybody wants an easy mode. And back to my original argument, they say it's for accessibility. No, it's because you're bad at video games. Get good. Maybe that game's not for you. Not every game is for everyone. I like 4X strategy and top-down games. Kofi, Jack, and J-Man are not going to play 4X strategy top-down strategy games. It's just not for them. So really, that's okay. If it's not for you, it doesn't have to be. But that doesn't mean you get to ruin it for other people because you don't like the way that game plays. And I think I had a third point, but I pretty much forgot it. I think that was pretty much all of it. Don't come into the games that I like and I enjoy because they're difficult. Oh yeah, here's my third point. How about this? Ready? Hot take time. There should be no difficulty settings in video games. Difficulty settings in video games are bad because all they do is either increase enemy health or lower player damage. They don't actually do anything well. They don't increase AI. They don't do a lot of other things. They just sit there and try to inflate certain numbers in order to make you feel like the game's harder. When the game doesn't have a difficulty setting, it's actually fine-tuned by the developers properly, so you actually get to enjoy the experiences it was meant to be played. Thank you.
No, I kind of agree with Alex with that last point that he said. You know, usually when you are playing a game on the hardest difficulty, let's give an example like Gears of War on Insane or something like that. All they do is really ramp up the damage. You take less hits before you die. So it just makes you play the game more careful, and you gotta be a lot more cautious. Where a game like Sekiro and stuff like that has no difficulty, right? But you have to actually learn the mechanics, and some games just have no difficulty, but they scale up over the course of playing it. Like, they give you different types of challenges and stuff like that. I kind of prefer games that actually do that than give you just a straight difficulty. I kind of like the games like designed like Sekiro, that style, that you actually have to learn how to play the game to get good, and it becomes easier that way once you master the mechanics of the game. So I do agree with that.
Unless it's Assassin's Creed, didn't they like ramp up the difficulty and like force you to do
the grind,
missions or something like that?
Yeah, grinding.
Or grinding and stuff like that.
And they'll abuse that. It's really bad.
Yeah, but Assassin's Creed did it differently because they wanted to push microtransactions. They want you to boost your stats, and that way
shame.
Spend money. But Jamie, what's your take?
I mean, y'all pretty much, y'all pretty much nailed it as far as my take goes. As far as like ultimately, I don't care if you play a game on easy. I'm gonna still roast your ass for playing the game on easy because that's just who I am. I don't think I've ever, like, at least not in my adult life, put a game on easy because I wanted to take in the story or some shit like that. Like that sounds crazy to me. Like that she felt like she could come on the internet and say I'm trying to take in the story of a game, so I put it on easy. Like Alex said, go watch the YouTube video. They got a plenty of movies made out for you, perfectly fine for you to go up there and watch it. I'm sure your subs will sit there and watch it with you. You don't have to use I put the game on easy as a lame excuse for something like that. I'd have been more accepting if she said I'm bad at video games. These games are hard to me, but I enjoy the setting. I enjoy the environment. So I want to try and get through it. So I'm gonna put it on easy because that's the best I can do. You'd be better off saying that.
Yeah. 100%. She's better off just being like, I just don't want to play the game. I just want to go through it. I just want to experience it.
And I'm pretty sure Jack won't front, and a lot of us who's going to keep it 100% real in the chat won't front. We have definitely put a game on easy to get the platinum. Let's be 100%. Like maybe you already did the first playthrough on hard. You just want to run through it. You put that shit on easy. Yeah. Let's keep it above. We have all never got a platinum. We have done that before. Though. Never to beat
That's some trophy cleanup. I ain't got no issue with that.
That's regular. That's regular.
That's normal. That's normal shit.
Like I've suffered through games on hard because like my pride won't let me lower difficulty after I've gotten to a certain point in the game. Like if I beat the first 2 levels of a game on hard and I lower it to normal, I
don't feel like a nut the rest of that time.
Yeah, for the rest of the game, it's like, damn, I beat the first 2 levels on hard, but the rest of it is on normal. My OCD fucks with me like that, so I gotta finish it on hard, or I just drop the game. I come back when I can beat it. But yeah, like I said, y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head with some of my thoughts. Oh, damn, I did have another. Oh, we gotta be careful with what's happening in this social media era of the game. And a lot of frauds are starting to infiltrate and trying to drop their little nuggets of opinions in here to change the landscape of how we play games. Shout out to Kiss Mover. That was some bullshit you tweeted out about changing the whole land. They have to rebuild JRPGs or some shit like that because you couldn't get busy with.
Oh man,
that was some bullshit, dog. That was some, I don't know if he was trolling or not.
He was dead ass.
That was some bullshit.
That boy Smooth. So, look, I fuck with Smooth. I think he's a very entertaining individual, but some of his takes be crazy. Like him saying that after playing the first hour of Octopath Traveler, saying JRPGs need an overhaul.
Need a rework.
I'm like, yo, bro. Then later on, he asked the question, how do you equip a sword and a shield? I was like, what? So, first of all, you don't know how to equip the sword and the shield, and now you're gonna tell us that JRPGs or turn-based RPGs need a overhaul, bro? See, those people you gotta stop that. Go learn the game first before you come with that kind of talk. You know, about something needs an overhaul. Go learn how to play these kind of games first. You know, but I think it's good. Like I remember seeing that happening on the timeline, and I do think it's cool and good that Kids Move is actually trying games that are outside his range, comfortability, and stuff like that, stuff that he's not used to playing. I think that's good, and Game Pass is there for him to, you know, maybe pick up these games because you damn sure he wouldn't have picked this shit up if it wasn't on Game Pass. You already know the vibes, but I think that's cool. I think that's good that it has, but at least try to learn the game, man, and give it a fair, honest shot before coming online saying some dumb shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
So yeah, and you know, it's just like, you know, people have certain platforms, and I know people even with bigger platforms just move. So I'm just keeping my eye out, and you know, I'll call it like I see it, personally, and yeah, man, that's just how I feel about that.
All right, so let's
play your games how you want to play them.
Exactly.
Just know if you come to the timeline with it, and we cross paths, I might have some words for you.
All right, so let's talk about the trophy conversation that's going on the internet, because I think a game journalist got some heat because people searched his PSN and seeing that like he didn't play Uncharted, he has 0 trophies there, but he reviewed the game or something. You talking about Paul Tassi, I think. Yeah, and another game, The Order as well, and you had 0 synced trophies, and he reviewed the game, and it brought up a conversation on the timeline about, once again, hiding achievements and trophies. Right? So, listen, this is my take on this whole hiding stuff. Look, there's no reason for you people to hide trophies and achievements. You know why? Just don't lie. It's so simple. Just don't lie. Be transparent. Be as transparent as you can with your viewers and the people that follow you for this kind of content. Be transparent. If you didn't beat a game, don't be ashamed. You didn't beat the game. But the problem is, J-Main, is people want to be so included all the time in this. I want something to say that they'll come and lie and be like, oh, I beat that. And they'll start I hate people that are super opinionated about things. Yeah. But then when you go do some research on them and see what they have done, or if they played the game and you know their history, it's non-existent. Like, how you opinionated about something and have the lack of experience to back it up. So that's where people are so ashamed of that, and they don't want people to challenge them when they say certain things. So guess what they do? They hide their shit, and they make all sorts of these claims, and you know, oh, y'all just weird for checking and my I don't think that's weird at all. If you're gonna be extremely opinionated on the internet and talk all this shit about certain games and say that, and I want to check your experience with the game and see if you actually did what you claim you did, then there shouldn't be an issue with that. There shouldn't be.
Kofi, I think you was on record saying like trophies and achievements are like the modern day arcade scores, high scores.
Exactly.
Like,
there's no difference.
Back in the day when you wanted to show off to your friends, yo, I got the highest score in this game, or I beat this, I did that. You show up, yo, look, my name is right there on top of the list. High score in the arcade.
Jamie.
That's what trophies
we got to you know what it is? Cool. You know what gaming is changing a little bit. Well, with all these people, you know, getting into gaming from different walks of life, it's changing a little bit, you know. I think that's part of the reason why Sony is, with their first party games, they have all these participation trophies in their game. I know Jack has a problem with that, right? It wants to be all inclusive. And we got to remember, gaming has always been competitive and braggadocious, and it's always been like that from the NES, just playing locally with family members, your friends and stuff like that. It's always been a competitive thing, even from the arcades, like you said, leaderboards, high scores. It's always been a competition to see who's the best of the best and better. You know what I mean? But I think we're getting to this era where they're trying to just give everybody participation trophies. You know what I mean? That's why we're starting to see something like PlayStation, like handing out platinum trophies with their first party games like nothing. I know Jack has a real big problem.
I still don't agree with that, by the way, of y'all saying this participation trophy. Because, I mean, for the ones that I play, for the most part, you've gotten something within game to show that you beat it. Like with God of War, you got a certain outfit.
Okay, when I say participation trophies, I mean in terms of difficulty acquiring these new platinums and stuff, like difficulties acquiring them. They're a lot easier than, say, the PS3 era, where it was actually kind of hard to get a certain platinum. Like if you look at Spider-Man, you look at God of War, you look at games like Days Gone, you just got to put in the time, really. There's no challenge in between it, no difficulty trophies, no nothing. That's what I mean when I say participation trophies, because it really took, well, Jack could speak on it. Like, you know, with modern PlayStation games.
Yeah, I mean, I could go get the pretty much the synopsis, but a memo came out starting with God of War 2018. No Sony first party games can feature difficulty related trophies in the main trophy list. If a game has a difficulty related trophy, it has to be a DLC trophy, meaning that if you want to go after that trophy, it does not affect getting the platinum. So you will never see a game. PlayStation game ever again that says beat this game on hard mode, and that's one of the main trophies for the platinum, and I can't fucking stand it, bro. It's sickening. It's disgusting, really. Like, it made me not even want to really just. Trophies ain't meant for everybody, man. This shit is not, just like Alex said earlier, everything is not meant for everybody. If you cannot do it, you can't do it. It's okay. Try on another one. But
how do you feel about people hiding it? Hiding their
people hiding trophies?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
The shit is stupid. What are you so embarrassed? What are you playing? Dick and ass and be like what game are you playing to where you don't want nobody to know you playing it, bro? Like, this is another thing though. Okay, I'm gonna get this reviewer.
What?
I wouldn't know. What? I'm gonna get this reviewer the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of these outlets, they do give these reviewers debugged systems, or they might have a work system where they ain't got their PSN on it. Maybe beat it at work, man. I don't know, but hiding your trophies is some nut ass activity. I don't know what you're so ashamed of. It's fucking gaming at the end of the day.
Exactly.
There's no reason to hide them. Unless
You
you're
know
not
what?
playing these games like you claim to be.
Exactly. The thing is, look, I don't know about everybody, but I can speak for myself. When I'm coming to check your shit, if just to back up what you're saying is true, if you did all of this, how you're saying, more times, Jack, I'm not looking for 100% list on all your fucking games. That's not what we're here to fact check. We're just trying to see, did you play this game at all? Do you even have like?
Y'all see when I called BG this week? I called BG this week.
What happened?
He was on Twitter telling everybody he beat Give Me God of War before me. I went to go pull up the trophy list.
No.
I beat it up over like damn near a month over he did. Like faster than him. I'm like, BG, why you relying on these people, man?
Achievements is just receipts. And I like receipts. I like receipts.
Oh yeah, somebody tried to pull up on me on Twitter today, Kofi.
See,
I defended
your name, man.
What you do? What you do?
Somebody was saying something about my Bloodborne, because I did the Bloodborne stream on the 29th, and people tried to pull up on me about my trophies for the game. And Kofi, he did defend me. He said I ain't lying on my trophies, and then he looked up my name and he seen I had the platinum in that shit. So yeah.
Like,
look, we tease Damien about not playing games. I know there's a narrative on Press Our Podcast. We just joke with him, but the boy plays games, bro. You know what I mean? The boy plays games and he beats games. It's just a fun joke, inside joke that we just tease him, about that. So don't run with that too much, bro. He actually does play his games, though. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
But yeah, it ain't no reason, ain't no need to hide them trophies unless you got something to hide.
Yeah, but that's what I feel like too.
My man, I think my man Jay Barry said this. He said gaming is full of politicians these days.
Oh, absolutely.
And he ain't never lied. I ain't never heard a truer word. Is that because like you said, Kofi too, people, they want to speak about things. They want to feel included in things. They want to talk. They think they got the gift of gab, but they ain't playing the game. So they figured, damn, if I could just hide my trophies, look up a couple YouTube videos, I could form an opinion like that. And I get on the YouTube internet and I could fucking
it's crazy though.
With views and shit like that. And
that's most influencers doing it though.
We've seen it work. We've seen it work and not get called out and all this stuff. It works. So you could fraud and get away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because it's crazy. Some of the biggest, content creators out there that are people love them so much, yo.
Don't play no fucking games.
Yeah, they got this shit hidden. And I remember a couple of guys got leaked. I think like that Paris guy, shout out to that guy, yo. I heard his shit got leaked, his Xbox shit, and that shit was like low as fuck too. And you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. Some people are here because they love discussing video games, but in the core of it, I feel like you gotta play the games, man. But these guys don't really be playing the games, but they love talking about the games.
You know what they need to do? Just keep it real, right? Because J-Mania, y'all hit on the perfect topic. A lot of these people you see on Twitter, a lot of these figureheads, they may love buying games, but they're more interested in the minutia of video gaming, the sales, the Metacritics. They don't care about playing games. So it's like, just admit you don't play games like that, but you like discussing them. I can't get mad at you for that, bro. But these dudes will really have you sit up here and believe that they out here in these gaming streets. And some of the biggest influence, they don't play no fucking game. They ain't got no gameplay on their channel. You can't even verify they got a fucking game system at they create. But they got everything to say. It's like, bro, what the
Yeah. And there's definitely those people out there, man. There's definitely those guys out there, they just be buying. Like, I buy my shit, I play a lot. I beat my games. Like, the games I set out to beat, I beat my games. But there's definitely a group of people in this community that just spend the money. They have the collection. They buy the games. But, boop, they buy it, pop it in, tweet about it, Jack, talk some shit about it. Back on the shelf. You know what I mean? They don't beat shit, yo. You know what I mean? So
call them first impression gamers.
Yeah, man. So it's crazy out here. What's going on?
It's okay. Like as far as like in terms of entertainment forms, games are longer than movies. Of course, games are sometimes longer than books and things like that. You're not gonna play and beat every game, and that's okay. Like, talk about what you have played. Like,
it's simple, bro.
Like, just do that. I don't know.
All right, so
it sounds like such a simple concept, but that shit is foreign.
Yeah, since we're on this,
some of these guys.
The gatekeeping conversation, I want to ask y'all, what makes a true gamer to you? Like, what's your definition of a gamer? Someone who sits there and plays Animal Crossing all day. That's all they play. Someone who plays Call of Duty all day, that's all they play. Someone who plays 2K, like, would you consider them a gamer? I just want to have this conversation before we move on to the next conversation. And Alex, you're saying sure. So
yeah, you know your mom that plays like your mom that plays 400 hours of Candy Crush. Mm-hmm. She's a gamer.
She's a gamer
because she plays just as hard as people who play Dota. Like for real, it may not be the game you like, but she's playing a video game. She might not even realize it, but she's playing a video game.
Okay, because some people have like different, definition on it. Like if you just play one type of game, you're not really considered a gamer. And I just wanted to get y'all take on it. J-Man, what do you think?
Oh.
All you do you play is Flappy Bird, bro. You have 500 hours in Flappy Bird. Are you a gamer? Would you consider that person a gamer?
I would call you a hardcore player of Flappy Bird. Because I feel like the word gamer, or to me gamer, it's like almost a plural thing. Like it's tough because you don't have to play a variety of games, but if you just playing one game, I don't know if I'm calling you a gamer personally, because you just play that one game. And for me, you just hardcore, you just love that game. But to me, a gamer is somebody who's playing multiple different games. And that's what they do as a hobby for something that they love. That's their first thing that they enjoy. So that's how I would take it in. I'm not discrediting anybody that just plays one game for a long time, because that's dedication. I couldn't even do some shit like that. I could never play one game forever. Like that shit would drive me crazy. But as far as a gamer, like I think that's somebody who plays a variety of different games.
Interesting take. How about you, Jack? Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna break it up in 3 categories because there's definitely levels to this shit. You got hardcore gamers, much such as ourselves in this podcast. You got casual gamers, people that dibble and dabble in games. And I got another one. You got a hardcore casual gamer. You know what I mean? You got somebody that might not play many games, but the ones they do play, they put the time in, and you really don't want to see them on that motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they might only play Madden all day, but if you get on that bitch, you're gonna get your issue with them. You see what I'm saying? So like, or like a hype beast gamer, they only play in the games they see on the commercials, PlayStation at the end of the commercial. Oh, I gotta go get that. You know what I mean? That's coming. I gotta go get. But they don't know shit about no indie games coming out. They don't know shit about. If it's on the internet, they ain't seen the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like 3 different levels to this game.
I kind of like Jack's breakdown of this, to be honest. I kind of like Jack's breakdown of it. I think you did a pretty good breakdown of that. Personally, I think I would actually kind of agree with you with that. So
I mean, you're still a gamer. It's just the subcategories of you.
Yeah,
and where you fall.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you're a gamer because there's a lot of gatekeeping in the community. And I just wanted to have a conversation about that, because people be saying that, oh, you're not a gamer if you only play, sports games. You're not a gamer if you do this, if you play mobile games and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get the boys' take on what is a gamer.
If you play games, you're a gamer, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We all in this shit together, man.
That's good.
We ain't in this together, Jack. This shit getting spooky, man. It's getting different.
This is why you gatekeep PC gaming.
It's getting different.
This is why PC gaming is not for everybody. Look, don't come to PC. All we do is troubleshoot gaming. Ain't nothing here to play. No exclusives. No nothing. Don't even show up. Don't even show up. I'm not gonna let you in. J-Man, you're out.
Low key, we gotta kick J-Man out of PC gaming. We gotta kick J-Man out of PC gaming. That's facts.
He gonna be back with the mouse and keyboard, man. He love y'all, man.
Hell no.
Oh shit, never mind.
What I got over here, a CM Storm keyboard.
You didn't even know what you got, man.
How much is this? A Devastator 3? This shit like $30.
Would you buy that at Walmart?
Yes, sir.
It might as well have been from the dollar store.
Yes, sir.
This shit got one mode of lighting.
You're better off like getting a keyboard from like Goodwill.
Yes.
Oh man.
They probably got better keyboards than this.
You're better off getting a keyboard from like your office.
All right, so let's move on. We got a couple of topics to hit up before we get out of here. Returnal has finally gone gold, people. Returnal has finally gone gold. This is the game developed by Housemark. That's how you pronounce it, Jack, right?
Yes.
Housemark?
Yes.
What do you guys think the Metacritic score is gonna be? The game is releasing April 30th. What do you guys think it's gonna fall? Is it gonna be a 90 smash? It's gonna be a 69 Xbox special. It's gonna be 77. What's it gonna be, man? What's it gonna be?
Xbox special.
I think it's gonna be an 87.
Okay. And people in the chat, yo, let's get Metacritic predictions in the chat, man. Let's get it.
You know what'll be interesting about this game? It's gonna be interesting to see if this game has a difficulty setting because Housemark has a history. I don't think it will either because Housemark has a history of making extremely difficult games, yo. Like them shits is not easy at all.
Dad, you just reminded me. If there ever was a game that I quote unquote played on easy, it was fucking Next Machina. I dropped that shit to the lowest difficulty they had. I dare somebody to try and play that shit on normal.
I did.
No, bro, that shit was
I just beat it on normal after playing the game for 3 years, bro. I just beat it.
It's possible to beat, but I was trying to beat that shit as fast as possible. But I dropped that shit to the lowest difficulty.
This is what's crazy about Next Machina, right? On easy, well, they call it rookie. On rookie, you got unlimited lives. Normal, you got 99 lives. After that, it got 2 more difficulties after that. After that, you have 10 lives to beat that game. And you're not beating that game at 10 lives, yo. And after that, I think you get 1 life. That shit hard as fuck, yo. Like,
yeah, that's
if you did that, you really.
Let me see my achievements here.
Speaking of Next Machina, though, that game Metacritic was at an 88 with 47 reviews for the PlayStation 4 version. I think that might have been their last game they put out, or did Matterfall come out after that?
I think Matterfall might have came out after Next Machina.
Okay, but we don't count that game.
That's the one game I didn't get from them, yo. Matterfall. I still got to get that.
So normal is what difficulty? Because there's rookie, experienced, veteran, and master.
Normal would probably be experienced then.
Yeah, experienced.
I didn't get that achievement, but I beat the game.
Nah, you beat it on rookie.
No. If I beat it on rookie, rookie would have popped. Well, Steam achievements.
You didn't beat the game then.
I beat the game.
You looking scary.
Because
Look a little shaky.
Look at a little
shaky. It literally says beat the game.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, Steam achievements are always fucking weird too. I have achievements that don't pop. Dude, they're not good.
What? Do you remember what the last boss looked like? Do you remember what the last boss looked like to you?
I fucking don't, dude.
Oh, hold up.
Because it has different last boss for each difficulty, I think. So
I fucking don't even remember what it looked like. All I remember is that you kept jumping in and out of the fucking thing, and it was just a lot of shit on screen.
Bruh,
I never played that game before. As simple as that. I never played that shit before, man.
Can we check Alex's Steam account, please?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't need your eyes. I need people.
I beat it in 2017. I'll show my screen.
No.
It's okay. Yo, Metacritic prediction, Jamie. What you say you gonna get?
Okay. I think the price of this game is gonna affect some of the review scores. Because they're gonna look at it as the price of a AAA game, and I don't think it's gonna meet those standards. So I see this, but I do think it's gonna be a fantastic game. Housemark rarely misses when it comes to their gameplay. This looks like one of their best, like a combination of some of their best gameplay aspects bunched up into one, and the third person over the shoulder aspect with a little bit of narrative story that they're trying to tell. I'm gonna say 85, 85. Which puts it a little bit lower than Next Machina, but I think it's gonna take a hit because of that price tag and living up to the standard of a game that price. So,
I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see how this game performs. I'm about to claim an L that I took, at least with Outriders. I thought that game was gonna go triple cardboard, double acrylic.
We still got time.
Styrofoam.
Yeah. They ain't out the woods yet.
Give it a month, Kofi. Give it a month.
But it having 100K concurrent plays on Steam is I'm impressed by that a little bit. I can't. I'm a little impressed. I'm a little bit impressed because I thought that shit was gonna go styrofoam, crazy. So when it comes to Returnal, though, I think the game is probably gonna get. If I were to make a prediction, I'll say 83, and that's not really due to price. I just think when it comes to the gameplay, I think it might just be 83 to it. But then again, it's a roguelike type of game. It's a generated world type experience.
You know what else is going really matter with this game?
What?
It's really going to be important how they handle the first time you die and the game just restarts, it's really gonna depend on how they introduce you to that, how they get you used to every time you die, it's gonna be randomly generated and the game is restarted. A lot of people ain't never played no game like this, especially a AAA game. It's gonna turn a lot of people off. I'm sure it is. Like,
yeah, I already know that's gonna bother me because like in games I like to clear certain areas. Like when I beat like all the enemies in the area, I like to look around and shit like that.
Yeah.
And if I like see something, but I'm fighting the enemy and like I want to collect it after I beat the enemy and I die and I come back and it's like a completely new area, that shit fucks with me. So I know that's gonna bother me.
You know what? I played Hades for a little bit for my 12-hour live stream. You know, people told me to check it out, so I played like an hour or two of it. And the way that worked, it seemed pretty cool. At least when you died, right? It lets you upgrade your character to a certain degree. So if Returnal is something similar, then I could see it being, you know, a little bit better. But if you lose everything once you die, but I'm pretty sure it's not like that. You probably retain some of the stuff, or you might have the ability to go back and, you know, pick up what you lost. I don't know. We'll see.
It's got to have a good sense of progression. Like,
yeah, I haven't really looked too much into the game. To be honest, I haven't read too much about the game. I think I am gonna pick it up because it's a drought. I'm not particularly like excited for it, but I kind of want to check it out. I'll probably end up getting it digital, so me and my boy Nova could game share it together. So, yes, sir. So Returnal, man.
I think that game's gonna get an 82.
Go, man. 82.
82. Okay.
82 because it's gonna have the Sony bias on it.
This guy's the Sony bias.
The game should be a 75, but it's gonna get an 82 because they're gonna be like, it's got a Sony bias. They're gonna put the Sony bias.
You think Housemarque putting out a 75, yo?
But they put their games are
that don't sound right.
Yeah, the games are usually reviewed well. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we're gonna see. In other news,
What happened? Alex.
What?
Oh man.
I'm looking at those next Machina achievements.
I don't think I beat it.
Oh man.
You did wait. Beat the game. See, and this is the perfect example of why we need to have these achievements and trophies public.
Did I not just say I didn't beat it?
I
don't think I beat it.
Up here and lied, motherfucker. You ain't about
he was unsure, Jamie. He was unsure.
I was like, maybe not. I played it in 2017. It was like New Year's Eve when I was playing it.
Can we get a stream of that?
I thought I beat it.
Can we get a stream of that?
Man,
sure, yeah, I'll stream it.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be in there for that one.
I'll link Jamie. You on his ass. Jamie is on your ass.
Good game. He did not beat the game.
Oh no, which
and if we didn't have his achievements to check,
the thing.
I wasn't never backtracked. He would have never backtracked.
I wasn't. Okay, did I say anything like? Hold on. Did I say anything like, "Oh, you're bad at video games" or whatever? Did I talk about the game specifically?
You said you beat it.
I remember because I thought I beat it. I didn't.
Why didn't you just check to see if you beat it before you?
I was literally checking.
Talking about that.
I was checking literally as we were talking about it. I was like, "Oh,
we all make mistakes, man."
And you still went on you beat it.
I didn't say that, dude.
J-Man on demon time. He on demon time right now, man.
J-Man is just trying to get any look. Listen, I know it's been hard for you today, catching all these L's from me today.
You beat it, and you didn't go back on it until we challenged you.
It's so...
And dude, we checked your damn
I literally sat there, and I said, I don't think I beat it. Maybe my achievements are off. I don't know. Maybe not. I was like, I'll play it again. Whatever.
But why did you say you beat it?
Because I swore I thought I beat it. Dude, it was like, what, 4 years ago when I last played that game?
You lied. Y'all worship him. Y'all worship him.
Yes, sir. He trying to get you canceled today, baby.
Come on.
Hey, listen, J-Man, you know.
Infiltrating. They're infiltrating.
J-Man,
Come on, man.
Here's the thing, J-Man. You can go ahead and say stuff like that when you actually stream Bloodborne for the people.
Ain't nobody got to stream nothing.
That is true, J-Man.
Back it up. Hold on, my trophy show I platinum that game.
Did I talk about your trophies? I didn't talk about your trophies.
Hold on, I didn't talk about your trophies. I didn't have nothing to prove.
I didn't talk about your trophies.
You, sir, said you beat a game you didn't beat. I never did that. So I'm gonna need you to stream that game.
But you know what? Unlike other people, I admit maybe I didn't beat the game then.
Oh, and on top of that, you said the only reason why you said you beat this is because I said I dropped the difficulty. You didn't offer your opinion on that game until I said I dropped the difficulty. And now you said I did it on normal. What was normal?
Because I honestly thought I beat the game.
But now, I don't know if I beat it.
That's gonna be a good stream though. I'm excited about it.
It's okay.
I'll go ahead and
beat
beat it. Come on, cuz.
It's okay. I'll beat it.
Come on, cuz. Get
But
out
the
of
thing
here.
is, J-Man, I'll actually beat it on normal.
Expose.
Okay, so I'll beat it on normal.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
So I'll beat it on normal.
Yes, do that. I know you can. I got faith in you.
Easy. But J-Man, so if I beat it on normal on stream, when are you gonna stream Bloodborne?
I already did that. That's done. That's done already.
When?
I already did it. February 29th. Come on, man.
So not only can you not beat games on normal, you can't even read a calendar.
It's the second time we called you in the past, 2 weeks? Come
Probably
on,
what?
man. They're infiltrating. Second time in 2 weeks. You
What do
said
you mean second time in 2 weeks?
And you said you beat Ex Machina. You've been caught.
Hold on.
Twice.
Hold on. I didn't hear what you said.
Twice.
What did you say?
You said you beat Devil May Cry 3. You never beat it.
I never said I beat DMC3.
Well, you gave your opinion on it as if you beat it. And you
never beat it.
It's a very different thing.
I remember that.
It's the same thing.
It's not the
It's
same
the same
thing.
thing.
Me claiming that a game is better than another is not the same thing as me saying I beat the game.
But you can't give your opinion on something you haven't beat as if you beat it.
You listen to game reviewers all the time. They don't beat games.
I don't take their opinion serious. When have I ever gotten up on this platform and said I take game reviews appearance as gospel?
Do y'all take Metacritic?
No. I argue with Kofi about Metacritic and saying how it's not as important as he thinks it is.
So where's the line?
So keep trying.
Hey, Metacritic is a good tool.
How many?
It doesn't mean
you're just grasping for anything.
Don't put
today,
stuff in my mouth.
Because I caught you. I don't have to grasp. Why would I have to grasp for anything when you serve it up on a platter?
But there's nothing to grasp if I'm admitting.
They say J-Man the new Bond. This shit crazy.
You don't be admitting because you're exposed.
J-Man not demon time.
Okay, I didn't beat Next Machina. Okay.
Yeah, so stop giving your opinion on things unless you beat it. Thank you.
I mean, I didn't give my opinion on Next Machina, so I don't know what that really.
You didn't offer up. What you mean you ain't give your opinion?
All right, J-Man, it's enough.
Yes, sir.
The only reason you said you beat it is because I said I dropped the difficulty.
Y'all hit that like button,
man. Yes.
I thought I beat it.
You thought you beat it because I dropped it, right? Oh, if J-Man dropped it to rookie, obviously I beat it.
I mean, you're bad at games. Let's be real.
You ain't even beat it. That's why you dropped The Last of Us, right? That's why you ain't played the multiplayer? Oh, all right. I thought so.
I think Last of Us multiplayer is trash.
Oh, because you bad at it, right? Because you bad at
it. I'm probably bad at it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he admitted it. Next time.
But hey, wait, didn't me hold on a second.
You don't have nothing to say. You're a liar.
Didn't me and Kofi beat Jack and Tony in Last of Us?
We was having
one match. It was one match.
My name ain't Jack. My name ain't Jack. My name ain't Jack or Tony, sir. You ain't talking.
That shit one right.
Wow. I mean,
forget all about
it's on stream.
Jack's better though. I'm not gonna cap like Jack ain't better. It was one match. We got lucky.
Man.
Thank you, Kofi.
Listen, we still got a W on that one.
That's crazy. I had forgot all about that, yo. What the fuck?
Hold on.
Jim, anytime you want to pull up and Quake.
Somebody in the chat said, I beat it on easy. They don't want to hear my opinion either. Shout out to Novocaine.
That's my guy.
I didn't give my opinion on the game.
Beat the game on easy kind of difficult too. I ain't gonna lie.
What did I say about Next Machina, Jack, today? What did I say?
You just said it got an 88 on Metacritic, I think. That's all you said.
And I said I dropped the difficulty. That game is hard as hell. Did I say anything else about the game?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. My opinion, I didn't give an opinion on the game because I beat it on easy. I know.
I mean, I thought you were good at games, so I wouldn't think you would drop the difficulty.
Oh my god! What did I
really
say? Good at games.
Smoke for each other.
Show me where I said I was good at games.
I like this.
I didn't say you said. I said
you like this energy, Jack?
Games.
Yeah, man, I like this new dynamic on the podcast.
You trying to catch me out there? You can't because you're a liar.
I mean, you literally lost. You literally.
You're a liar.
Wait.
I mean, you're.
I'm gonna have to jump in between and kind of.
I can't even with this guy.
I have to come and jump in between. This shit's gonna go on for the rest of the night, man. This is gonna go on for the rest of the night.
Did you get some like booger sugar before you came on the podcast today?
I see you on the booger sugar. That's
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar.
Damn, son.
Let me jump in between this.
Damn, son.
Or we're gonna be here all fucking day, man. We're gonna be all fucking day. All right, so real quick topics. Real quick. All right, Gotham Knights has been delayed. And it's been pushed to 2022. So that shit ain't coming out this year no more. Another delay is Back 4 Blood. You know the Left 4 Dead game clone? That game has also been delayed to October 12th. So a lot more delays coming this year. As
Back
well
for
as
Blood, I
I think
putting
that's
that
actually all the
Shiesty
delays,
song in
man.
there.
I think that's all the delays. But real quick, I want
They
to throw
put
it out
that
there
Shiesty
that
song.
I wanna throw it out there that Ratchet and Clank got a patch, the OG, the one that dropped on PS4 for
Yes.
60 frames per second, and the patch is available now for you to download if you want to play the first Ratchet and Clank in 60 frames.
I
per second.
downloaded
So
that.
that's super dope. That's
That
super dope.
that old game.
Yeah, that old game. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn,
old
that
game.
5-year-old game,
Yo.
man. You care about old games? That's what's up, man.
Yo, Jack,
That's what's
people
up.
were pretty excited and they were saying, let's go. They're doing let's go tweets and yay, let's go.
Crazy.
You know, that game came out in
crazy.
2016, by the way, Jack.
Huh?
Yeah, Jack, that game came out in 2016. You know how much years is that? Is that almost 5 years now?
That's 5 years, man.
5
years
Wow.
ago.
Wow.
It came out what, April of 2015, 2016?
Wow.
Yeah, 2016.
We got a whole bunch of let's go. We got a bunch of G's. Let's go.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's crazy how that
You know what I
works.
mean?
Yo, I downloaded for 30 cents. I deleted that shit already. I just wanted to check out the 60 FPS. You know how I go. Y'all PC gamers, right? Y'all don't play shit. Y'all just load up, benchmark, and exit out.
Didn't you say you were a PC gamer?
No, y'all kicked me out, remember?
Yeah, we kicked Jamie out,
That is
man.
true.
Good.
We did kick him
I'm
out.
out.
We did kick him
Stay
out.
out.
I'll be back, though. Actually, Alex, I got a 3070 for sale. You want it?
Hey man, was that your brother that got it? Wait, was it your brother?
I don't want to talk about that. You know,
It was your brother, right?
hit me in the DMs with your offer. That's all I.
Wait, it was your, but no, but it
you
was your
selling- you
brother
selling
that
that
got it, right?
Oh, no, it's gone already.
Oh, damn, you moved it for that much?
James.
Sheesh.
Damn,
So here's
man.
so all right, chat. Here's what happened, right? J-Man's brother
Hold on.
Oh, he's
got a
snitching?
3070.
Oh, why
I'm
you
snitching.
snitching? Why
I'm
you
snitching.
snitching, dog?
J-Man's
Oh,
brother
man.
got a 3070, and I was hype. I was like, yo, he got a 3070? That's dope. What's he upgrading from? J-Man said, no, he's not upgrading it. He's gonna scalp it.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do.
He in that life, man. He in that life, man.
Can you believe this? This is who J-Man associates with. A bunch of dirty scalpers.
We
man.
New Yorkers.
Yes,
we
sir.
hustle.
They
Man.
hustle it. They hustle
Unbelievable.
it.
Oh,
This is
also,
our-
by the way, shout out to my boy, my Florida brother, who was gifted a 3070. Jeremy, the Gamer 2323.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was
Congratulations
cool. That was
on
cool.
getting yourself a 3070, my guy. You have excellent viewers. They should come
That's
to
nice.
our podcast and just hang out over here.
Talk about these. That man Jeremy damn near stole money from me. Hold up.
Oh, man. Not like this.
He
Not
paid
like
up
this.
though. He lucky.
J-Man on that booger sugar today.
Yes, sir. Wouldn't have no other way. Hey, where PSP memes at, man? I ain't been seeing no memes.
Yo, you even disrespecting
we-
man. Yeah,
we need J-Man on the booger sugar, man. Where that picture at? Hold us up on Tony Montana or some shit like that.
Hold up. Yeah, we definitely need some Jiggy Battle memes.
Oh,
Definitely,
facts.
definitely.
Yeah, where the man go?
Definitely. All right, the last topic of the day that I want to discuss before we get out of here has definitely been an entertaining podcast. Great discussions with the boys always. Hit that like button. Shout out to the viewers. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to everyone who's going to be watching this podcast later, too. Shout out to y'all, man. Monster Hunter Rise came out. I don't have the game. I don't plan on buying the game. I just want to tell you guys that the game came out. And it sold a shit ton of copies. To
Yeah.
put in perspective, Monster Hunter World sold 5 million copies across the Xbox and the PS4. Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch alone sold 4 million copies globally already. So that's mighty impressive on one platform. So yo, niggas on Switch buy games, man. We gotta whether they're beating it or not, Jack. Whether they're beating the games or not, they buy games, man. At this point, I think it is what it is. They buy games. This game is going absolutely bonkers right now, and it's very, very, very impressive numbers. My boy Nev, shout out to Nev in the chat. I don't know if he's there, but shout out to him. He said he already beat the game already. He beat it like 2 days a game. I'm like, this guy is
You know,
wild,
Nev ain't got
bro.
no goddamn life, man.
Man,
So him is
really
Pokemon
got
Monster
nothing to
Hunter.
do. I think he took some time off and he beat the game already. I was shocked, but he was saying that he loved how streamlined the game was, but he did have I should have got him on the podcast to talk about this or something, but he did have an issue with the end game content. He mentioned that he had an issue with the end game content, but there is DLC coming. You know, it's Monster Hunter, so they're gonna obviously do like events and DLC and stuff. So
Oh, hell
there's
yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, if you're
They
enjoying
sup-
Monster Hunter Rise, congratulations. Me, it's not for me. I'm kind of tempted to give it a try again, but I don't know, man. Every time
Have you
I
tried
buy one of
World?
these, every time I buy I've bought so many Monster Hunter games in the past. I've never finished one of them.
I play
the
World.
whole
I can't
the
do it,
whole
yo.
the whole premise of the game is cool to me. You know what I mean? Fighting monsters, co-op. You know, chopping off tails, mountain beasts. Like the whole premise is cool to me. It's just the gameplay is. I just can't get down with the gameplay. I've tried my best to get into it and give it a fair shot, but I just come to terms that I think Monster Hunter games are just not for me, and that's cool. You know, not every game is for every single.
What is
person,
it?
so
What is it that's not for you about it?
I'm not a fan of the way the fluidity of the game. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Per se. I'm not a fan of the loop from the games that I've played. You see, Nev told me that, yo, you can sharpen the weapon on your dog or your partner, companion now in Monster Hunter Rise, but I wasn't really a fan of, you know, taking breaks to sharpen weapon and the chase. The chase was kind of annoying to me. But I know that's a part of the fun of Monster Hunter. Like, okay, you wound a beast. Now you got to, you know, run to his little cave that he be hiding in and finish the job. I think that's like the whole fun and the lore of Monster Hunter. But I'm just not a fan of the gameplay loop per se. It's just not my style, I would say. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So
Just tell the people you waiting for that Horizon co-op, you know, version of Monster Hunter.
You know what's crazy? Like they announced Horizon Forbidden West, but I'm not even like crazy stoked for the game, J-Man, bro. I'm keeping it above.
Yeah, we gotta
maybe when I see gameplay, it will change. But as of now, I kind of Horizon is coming
it kind
out.
of looked exactly like the first one, if we being honest. Like,
well, we haven't really seen much. We saw like
but what they showed it wasn't nothing like.
I'm not like ecstatic about the next Horizon, to be honest. Maybe when I see gameplay, it will change. But right now, I could kind of. I'm more excited for Ratchet and Clank. If you ask me, I'm more excited for that shit. That shit look heat.
You know when Ratchet and Clank coming out, that's why.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe when they drop a gameplay trailer. Maybe when they give us a release date, then my anticipation for the game will rise. But as of now, I kind of really don't care about no Horizon right now, man. I want to see that Ratchet.
I care about seeing it at least.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna see something this summer at the whatever PlayStation event that they do.
The paid E3 event?
Nah, E3.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be
E3 ain't getting nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Before we do the super chat break and get out of here, what's going on with E3? They're saying they're doing a digital event this year.
Yeah, I think they already confirmed the digital that they're doing a digital event, but the rumor is that there might be some type of paywall aspect to what they got going on at E3 this year, whether it be like some of the demos that they usually offer people on the show floor and things like that. You might, have to pay for something like that to have access to that through your at home and shit like that.
So the E3 account already tweeted about that they're not doing that.
Well, I think only thing they said in that retweet was that E3 would be a all digital show. They didn't really kind of quiet the rumblings of.
I think there was a
will demos be behind paywalls and stuff like that.
If I can pay some money, and I have access to try all these games that are supposed to be on the show floor, I think that's kind of dope. I might have to cough over the.
You could play them, or you could just watch them. What they talking?
So they're saying E3 2021 digital show is free event for all attendees. We're excited to fill you in all the news for the event very soon.
How about the demos though? How about
that's saying something? They ain't saying that at all.
Oh, I see what you mean. That's saying it's free to watch, but it's not free to see all the demos and stuff.
Right. I see play the demos maybe. Because potentially, weren't there rumors saying that they're gonna use like NVIDIA GeForce to stream like certain games to
stream
people?
Yeah.
Or Parsec? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So
that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool, man. Can you imagine like having?
I mean, if you gotta pay to do that, honestly, that's
not too bad. Yeah? That's not too bad.
But what if it's streaming though? Would you still pay for it?
Yeah,
I mean, if you can play a game that ain't out yet, I mean, sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have like the files in the store for you to download for people to fuck around with. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be stupid.
It's gonna be dumb. So they're probably gonna have it through like via streaming, and I don't think that's necessarily like a terrible idea.
Streaming games ain't as bad as people make it out to be, yo.
Especially if it's a demo,
PlayStation's not kind of ass.
Like it's a demo too. It's just like a first look at something. You're not playing it. You know what I mean? So it's a difference.
Yeah. I mean, for the right demo, hell yeah. You want the 3 digits on the back of my credit card? Have it.
No.
If they got like some God of War demo or Horizon demo, I'm paying. I don't give a fuck. I'm paying.
Cause motherfuckers, if you was going in person, you spending thousands of dollars to go play them fucking to have a chance to play them demos and line up. So I mean,
Right.
shit, you could do it from your crib for a small fee, man. Hey,
Yeah, why would I go
what it is.
somewhere where the air freshener is must when I could just stay at the crib?
I thought they were saying you was gonna have to like when they show like the gameplay demos, like the ones they be showing on stage, you gotta pay. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah.
All right.
The thing about that, what they're saying is that some of the like big publishers are going to be holding back all their big reveals for their own independent event, and they'll just throw E3 some smaller, like maybe even like a glimpse of something that you could see later on at their event. So for the showcase aspect, it's definitely going to be looking like it's going to be watered down. But at least we might get potentially. But then Jeff Keighley tried to throw his 2 cents and talk about the Summer Games Fest is free. Like, my boy, that shit was trash.
You should have paid me for watching that bullshit.
That joke was trash. And only good demo he brought was Destroy All Humans. Like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. E3 looking like mid.
All right, let's
go
finish
ahead and
up
do
for
the
today.
super chat breaks and let's get out of here, man. Good pod today, man.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He says,
and
America, the fluffy. What happened?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Continue.
Nah, keep going.
Oh, now you got nothing to say, right?
All the people not fraud heard that.
Oh, okay. Now you're getting real quiet. Now you're like, oh, maybe I'm fraud today. I guess your booger sugar's wearing off. And America with fluffy reviewer says, I feel Alex 100% on game preservation. He said presentation, but you meant preservation. Growing up homeless, it was impossible for me to save a lot of the games from that PS1 and PS2 era. I'm glad you're out of that. John the Don for the $9.99. Nothing wrong with playing games on easy if it's for your enjoyment. If you play games on easy, then review, boast or complain about difficulty or complexity of games, then watch your mouth. OG Rizo for the 5. Rented a PS3 from GameStop to play MGS4. Had to switch it to easy to beat it in time to return it. GS. GameStop? Really? They rented consoles?
GameStop?
He probably did a return finesse, like return.
Oh, gotcha.
Money back.
Yeah.
John the Don for $4.99. Discord mans mention Nintendo dudes with a lot of views show off big libraries but don't show their completed games. They're quiet and it's spooky.
They love it, man.
S Blank's Son 95, $4.99. Sometimes I wish the Switch had some type of trophy system because slot of these Nintendo YouTubers I feel like capping like crazy.
Hey man, at least
Goat.
I'm 100% for that. You already know I'm a huge advocate of Nintendo getting trophies and achievements. I feel like if they did, I would replay some of my games for that, for the simple fact
these influencers are gonna private they shit. You know that, right?
Shit, man.
These Nintendo guys, they private and they shit on real. Man,
my
you
shit's
gonna
gonna
let
be
nobody
open.
see
You already
that.
know the vibes. You can see whatever.
Blackstar Goat for the $1.99. PC gaming without emulation is trash. Yep. TY Boogie for $9.99. I need a nocturne stream from Kofi or Jack in May.
Oh man,
it's like an $80 game after everything, right?
Is that the new game that's dropping out? Is that the new the
Shin Megami Tensei 3 or some shit?
You see, look, I'm interested in because I see Persona Monsters in it. This would be my first one that I try. Like I'm willing to buy it and try it, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so I might not beat it. So I don't know. I'm willing to try it though. Apparently it's supposed to be a classic game, so we'll see, man. I might end up picking that shit up and might do a little bit of a stream. Apparently it's supposed to be a little bit more hardcore than like Persona, but if it's turn-based, I love turn-based, so we're gonna see how it go.
Jimmy, did you sniff your armpit?
No.
he might be a little tangy under there, man.
You went like this and you went.
It's been a long podcast, man. It might be a little tangy under there. You know
I showered before I came here.
Do y'all put deodorant before the pod?
I mean, I shower before I pod, so
no, I have a fan on. My room gets hot, so
I don't know. My shit with the lights, I get beaming. Like I take a shower before the pod, like J Main too. But the lights be making me feel musty again, and like my head is already shiny and shit. I'm out the hot.
I be sweating like a motherfucker over here. Every day.
Well, you've got like 6 fucking lights in front of you.
I need that. I'm tall, dark, and handsome. People need to see me.
All right, is that
Robert Slade for the $2? Alex got that anti-Sony bias. That's false.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Max B for the $2 from New Zealand. This is more shocking than Aaron killing Mikasa.
Wait, huh?
Excuse me?
Wait, that better be as fucking fake news. That better be fake. You didn't. I hope that's not a spoiler. Or you, if I find out that's
Did I just read a spoiler?
If I find out that's a spoiler,
that's never
that is a
spoil
spoiler,
something?
you'll be forever banned on this channel. Forever banned if I find out it's a spoiler.
Is that an
bro.
AOT spoiler?
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
go,
If
man.
that is true, and if I
What the
find
fuck
out
is AOT?
Alex,
That's what you get. I hope that is a spoiler. That's what your ass. I'm
Why?
gonna wait till it's all out to watch it. That's what your ass get. I don't do the week.
if that is true, okay, Nova saying it's fake. Nova saying it's fake. That'll be a permanent ban on the channel.
Facts.
He says April
hold on.
1st. He says April 1st. He lied. He said it's fake.
What the
He said
fuck?
it's fake.
Okay,
He said
what the
it's
fuck
fake.
is AOT?
Let's not even talk about it. Let's move on. Let's move on to before someone starts spoiling shit in the chat. Spoilers.
I've never watched
Infinite
Attack on Titan.
ban.
This shit is
Infinite
crazy.
infinite ban. Don't even talk to me. Don't even spoil nothing like that. You can't even go far.
Chat
That's
is
too far.
saying April Fools.
Yeah.
Jay Harvey for the 5. Alex, you were low key capping, going crazy for Hades, but you only got 1 hour in. What's going on?
Whoa!
Oh no!
Why they do
Yeah.
this to Alex, man? Why they pulling this gamer card so tough today, man?
Whoa.
Jamie looks like Thanos nut dipped in chocolate.
I'm inevitable, baby.
Jay Harvey, I want to explain something to you.
Yes, please. I need to hear this.
I want to explain something to you about that, Jay Harvey. Hades originally came out on what storefront?
You tell
Epic
us.
Game Store.
Thank you very much. What do I do with games that come out on the Epic Game Store?
Pirate.
Thank
You
you
get
very
demo.
much. Do pirated games have trophies?
You get.
No. Do pirated games have playtime?
Damn, Jack, that might be the wave. We just have to pirate a whole bunch of shit and lie and we say we beat it, bro. That might be the wave, bro.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
But the fact that I went and bought the game again after pirating it means you should definitely play it. Notorious Nicholas for the 2 Australian. J-Man bringing that heated energy.
Jeez, yeah,
KJ's DBZ 191 for the 499. This article speaks about keeping your same levels and gear in Returnal.
okay.
Max B again for the 2 New Zealand dollars. Did you drop Final Fantasy 14 already? I haven't even started FF14. I just made my bunny girl. She's hot as fuck. I'm ready to play FF14 though. I'm gonna be streaming that probably.
One night we'll play with you, bro. That guy loves that game, bro. He's in love with that shit.
When I found out you can actually have near automata stuff in there, I was like, I'm gonna play that fucking game.
Yeah. All right, man. That's it for the pod, guys. Yo, can we get 200 likes before we get out of here? We so close. We would really appreciate it. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the podcast today. We missed a week, but we back. We should be back next week as well. Shout out to all the viewers. Shout out to all the Patreons. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the haters too, man. Fuck. Shout out to the people that hate our opinions or hate us, but they tune in every single week to watch the podcast. We appreciate you too. Trust me, we really do. We ain't even talking shit. We appreciate you too. Y'all constantly talk shit, but y'all tune in every single week. We do appreciate you. Y'all part of the Press Our family, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? So,
New rule alert. New rule alert. New rule alert.
What?
I'm putting my foot down. Pirated games opinions on pirated games shall not be expressed on this podcast moving forward. Because that is not the intended way the developer wanted you to play the game. Thank you.
Wait,
Why did you say pirated? By the way,
pirated?
J-Man drunk, bro.
Pirated?
J-Man drunk. J-Man drunk, man. He
No,
drunk.
pirated.
you good, bro?
J-Man drunk.
Pirated?
J-Man drunk.
Is it not?
That nigga put on some Henny instead of deodorant. This shit
Yeah,
crazy.
did you? What is wrong
She
with
gotta
you
do it
today?
flush for this
J-Man
nigga's
drunk.
crazy.
Hold on. You pronounce
Pirated?
it Pirated.
No,
Or you could say pirated.
pirated.
Oh, that's whack. That's whack. No, that's whack.
This guy drunk, bro.
Chat.
Why are you
chat,
speaking like an Xbox fan? All slow.
Chat, pirated? Chat, pirated? This man,
Stupid.
pirated?
I pirated. Just like elementary, okay? Pirate.
Elementary?
There's something really wrong with you. That's crazy.
Elementary? Did you say elementary?
All right, J-Man. All right, that's enough.
How do you
That's
say
enough.
how do you say library?
Huh? Library?
I'm sorry?
Library.
You want to give me one more time?
Library, what the hell is wrong with you? What?
Let's move on. Let's move on, man. Let's close up the show so
Yo.
we can get out of here, man.
Wait.
J-Man drunk.
Who
J-Man
get on
drunk.
phonics working for me?
Hold
J-Man is
on.
drunk.
I'm hooked on phonics, but you got caught lying how many times today?
Oh my God, it's enough! Oh my yo, Jack, we ain't gonna have to leave. We ain't gonna leave.
What you hooked on from being exposed so many times, huh?
What do you mean lying? And also, you know what? At least I can fucking read. Are you the one reading the super chats?
No,
That's
I'm not
what
a
I thought.
dozier.
Yo, Jack,
Dozier.
yo,
Oh
Jack,
my God.
I want to go home.
We out.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah, go to the library.
No, you look up what dozier means, please.
I don't know what the fuck that is, too.
Talk about I can't read.
Lord bless y'all.
Library. Pirated.
Yo, you know what? J-Man and I just gotta box it out. It is what it is. They're gonna box it out off the record.
Do you want J-Man to never walk again?
Ooh,
You know
that boy said he gonna leave him slumped. This shit.
You know what? Everyone get their verse ready off the record on Tuesday. Get your verse ready. J-Man just flame Alex. You know, we're gonna write our
Alex
bars.
and J-Man's gonna be on teams.
We're
That's what's
supposed to be
crazy.
partners.
Oh, they're supposed to be on
Hey.
teams.
We know
All
the
right, yeah.
How's that even work?
group. White men can't rap.
You know what it
White men
is?
ain't got
I'll tell you.
bars.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what the animosity is. Right? I'll tell you what the animosity is.
Let's
the
hear it,
fact
let's
that
hear it.
my channel's actually growing. J-Man doesn't make content. J-Man
So
doesn't
that's
beat
not.
enough
So
games.
that's not. So that's not
J-Man
his
doesn't
fault,
play
then.
Quake. J-Man's not in the Discord, and the fact that people in the chat like my hot takes, and J-Man just can't take it anymore. You know what, J-Man?
That's what you call it. Yeah.
I am this podcast, J-Man.
Oh! Joe Budden Alex. Joe Budden Alex, man. He about to leave and do his own thing. Shit is crazy, man. Now we gotta stay together, man. We haven't hit 200 yet, man. We haven't hit 200 yet, man.
You got it, Alex. You got it, man. Keep up the content, man.
When are you actually gonna play games with me? What are you gonna do? You're actually gonna fucking pull up one day in the Discord and play something? What's going on?
I ain't playing what I like. Come on, man. We're gonna get together on some new shit. Cause obviously y'all playing shit that I ain't playing. So maybe like a Battlefield 6 or something like that. We can all get on that.
I can't believe it. Not even good games.
I don't even play Battlefield.
All right, so we're gonna go
You
ahead.
clearly don't play that now. Like I'll play what you like. So
We're gonna go ahead.
we're
We're gonna go ahead and do the outros. Or these guys are gonna fight all night. We're gonna start off with my man J-Man. Go ahead and do your outro, my guy.
All right, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out.
Yes, sir.
Share the stream, let everybody know what we got going on over here. It is me, J-Main518. Catch me on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Mostly you'll see me talking about the Brooklyn Nets because my boy's looking good out there. You know what I'm saying? We just got LaMarcus Aldridge. He doing this thing. We probably still trying to get some more people. Shit, we might even try bring out a couple retired players and get them a ring or something like that.
Man.
Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, holla at your boy. I can hook you up.
This
with a
nigga said
roster.
Allen Iverson.
Come on, is he not the best player to not win a ring? You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
trying to do
Come
the big
on.
Charles Barkley? I mean, y'all know it's a couple.
Nah, I'm taking AI over all of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him a ring. Vince Carter, the best dunker of all time. Let's get
Nigga
him
trying
a
to do
ring.
the big three league with the Nets. Goddamn.
You know what I mean? We're looking very promising. I ain't gonna guarantee nothing, but we're looking good. So check me out on Twitter. Of course, hit that like button already. So yeah, we out, man. See y'all next week. Off the record on Tuesday. Tune in.
Yes, sir. Alex.
So shocking turn of events. No streams from me this weekend.
Oh
God.
I am going to be laying down hardwood floor in my office. So I'm going to be laying down some wood, not only in my office, but also in J-Main's ass.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get it done by Saturday. I just got to rip out a bunch of carpet. Then I got to lay down the wood and fucking set it all up. So hopefully it's done. If it's done by Saturday, then Sunday will be Devil May Cry streams.
Okay.
If not, Monday, another You Should Play.
And Jack Mujani, go ahead and do your outro.
Man, great podcast this week. I'm loving the energy. I love the the little beef J-Man and Alex got going. This the streets need that. Yeah, man. JiggyMerch.com. A lot of people still buying hoodies for some reason, even though y'all told me it's too hot for a ski mask. So hoodies still available. We got tank tops now. We still got the ski mask. So hit me up. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Jack Move Johnny. Jiggy Battle League, April 17th. And yeah, we out, people. Peace.
Yeah, and tomorrow I got the day off. It's Good Friday over here in Canada. I don't know what's going on in the Saints, so I got the day off tomorrow. So early morning I'm gonna be streaming I think I'm gonna be streaming some N64 games tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do Star Fox first. We're gonna run through Star Fox 64. I got a special little video in the works. I got one on my ultra wide monitors. Something I want to discuss, and I got a childhood friend, pulling up to the base. And we're gonna play some Revenge like the old days. And I think that's gonna make for some interesting content.
That's fun.
So we're gonna be playing Revenge together. I got it all figured out and set up with my capture card. So it should be a good time. He's a very how's that word? Eccentric person.
Eccentric.
The nigga gay.
Person. No. Wait. That's what I mean? That's what I mean? No. I take that back. I mean, he's a personality. He's very funny. I know. I take it back. I didn't mean to call him that. I didn't mean. No.
I didn't mean to mean, but it's not like that's what you hit. That
No. No disrespect to no one who float that way. That's not what I was trying to get at. That's not what I was trying to get at. You know what I mean? He's a very straight individual. He's my homeboy. He's my boy, dog. He's coming through.
He's a very straight individual.
You said like he's gonna show up in some assless chaps or some shit. What's going on over there, bro?
I mean, he's a personality. He's a funny guy. He's a funny. See, that's what I get for trying to use new words. He's a funny guy. All right. So we're gonna play some Revenge, and it's gonna be a good time. That video's coming soon. As soon as we he makes some time to pull up to the base, and it's gonna be dope. So, your boy is trying to expand on his content, bro. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a little bit more stuff to kind of keep me interested in making YouTube videos, and I want to give you guys a little bit more of myself. So, in the future, don't be surprised if you see something that's not gaming related on the channel. I hope to see if y'all really fuck with me. Some of y'all support it. Come and watch it, see if you like it. You know what I mean? Come through. I'm going to be doing watch parties, too, with the channel members. And we're going to be watching Hunter x Hunter for my first time. Then I'm going to upload highlight portions of the episodes as reaction videos on the channel for those people who are not channel members later. So I got things planned in the works to, expand the content a little bit. So hopefully you guys stick with your boy. Gaming is always going to be a first thing on this channel. So you guys have nothing to worry about that. But we're gonna try and do some different things for 2021, man. I've been talking about doing this for some time now, but I think I'm ready to start, man. So with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. I hope everybody has a blessed night, and we're gonna see you guys real soon. Take it easy, people.
Good job.
All right, we off air. So J-Man, continue that story that you're telling us about being pegged.
Wait, what?